to NUFC Talk TV, another live match coverage from us, of course. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, you can become a member for as little as £2 a month and get exclusive content. So please do it if you can. You can gift memberships away. I'm about to give memberships away right now myself. So please, if you can do that, kindly do so. We got the mighty win. We got Tim for the first time losing his watch along virginity with us. And of course Gary in the building as well. So how's it going, fellas? All good?
All good.
Looking forward to getting that last week's result well and truly behind us.
Yes,
exactly. We got the lineup as well, so we're gonna get to that in a minute. And it is a match though that I think Newcastle United know we are supposedly the better team. We if any team has the way on them to say we need to win this game is Newcastle United. As much as Southampton is playing at home, let's be fair. However, football is football, and you never know how things are going to turn out, how players are going to perform, if they're going to be tired. If not, they shouldn't be tired, should they? I mean, they got a week of rest. So
2 days off.
They should be. Exactly. So this should be a read as far as I'm concerned. But how's it going, fellas? In the chat, please let us know what you think. Welcome to everybody out there. Shane Smith, Japadoni, Beer Viking, Carlo Hines. You got Trolls there. I haven't seen Trolls in 10 months. Thank you, man, for coming back. Trolls, we need your prediction, according to Win. Paul Guy's in the building as well. Choppy's in the house. Peter McCardle says, attitude has to be right. Heads dropped against Bournemouth. We should win, but we're talking about Newcastle here. Ooh.
Indeed we are.
Oh, indeed we are, man. Carlos says, I just want 3 points. Some clean passing and plenty of energy. How way the lads? Toon Army. Toon Army. Toon Army. By the way, Tim's got the best shirt in the history of Newcastle United.
Oh, yes.
History. I love that shirt, man. That's just a proper. I mean, I'm rocking my brown ale as well, but that shirt right there, man, has to come back. Has to. We got to make a.
You've got that one, you've got this one, you've got 99. Like, for me, it's a toss-up between those three.
Toss-up, yeah, absolutely.
No, but that one, I don't know why it's so elegant, like with the color, like it comes
I
up,
like
it's
the
like,
color. I like.
Yeah, the turtleneck type of feel.
I like the turtle. Yeah, man. It reminds me of Nobi Solano, man, with long sleeves and the gloves. You know what I mean? It's just unbelievable.
I think some people didn't like this when it came out because it was itchy. It's an itchy color.
Yeah. It wasn't. I don't think. I think a lot of the players were saying that it was hard to play in because it used to give them nipple rash as they were running because of the friction. So it was a hard shirt to play.
There we go. So interesting. Shane Smith, Japadoni, PDK in the chat as well. So welcome everybody. Michael NUFC, Michael Irwin as well. Oi, says Michael. Mark. Lee McFarlane, everybody. So please hit the like button. Predator as well. I'm seeing Predator in a long time, man. Need to batter these today. Last week was terrible, so today is important to get back on track. Certainly is. I mean, if we do a convincing win tonight, I mean, it's nothing's happened. We had a mishap against Bournemouth, and it is what it is. Another bad performance certainly wouldn't be good. Thank you, Shane Smith, for becoming a member. For becoming a member of the channel, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy. We got a lot of perks, and we're about to do a giveaway pretty soon. So, Mighty Win reminded me today that we need to do a giveaway for December. Was it?
Yep. We're nearly into February now.
We're going to say nearly into February.
Yeah. We can do. We've done back to back.
Hold on, it's been a busy month though for you guys. So I mean, you've got to have a little bit of leeway here.
It's been busy, certainly. Old angry noob gamers says Southampton will win. Come on, man.
Hey, come
Not
on.
the negativity already. Come on now. The lovely Betsy is in the building as well. Queen of Heart. I tell you what, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to gift the 10. I said 10 memberships, man. I shouldn't have said that.
10 memberships. Whoa.
10 memberships. That's 30. Yeah. That's $30, man.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
That's all the money you save not buying pints when you're in Newcastle.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
Efficiency.
Come on, man. Give me the break. But we'll get some memberships going in a minute. No worries. All right. Well, lineup. Shall we discuss the lineup? Let me take a look real quick at what's going on. Craig Hope already leaked it out, but it might be just confirmed by the club already. So let me see what's going on here. I'm sure they have. By the way, Bruno
Yeah,
did Bruno.
Botman, basically.
Remember Bruno? I remember Bruno scoring. Was it at St. Mary's? Like a back heel type, like
Back
a
heel,
karate kick, like a karate kick type. Type that was lovely, wasn't it? Back, what is it? A couple years ago, maybe.
That was
the first season, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, certainly. All right. Anyways, so I don't see. I did see confirmed lineup. Anyway, all right. Perfect. So here's the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. On the board right now is we got Martin Dubravka starting. I mean, if Pope is ready, I mean, still it will be determined whether Pope is has lost his spot next week, I think. Because today you can still say he's not fully ready, blah blah blah. But next week to me will tell that story. So Dubravka at goal. You got Dan Byrne, Fabian Scher as center backs. Scher for Botman. Anybody surprised? Anybody concerned about that?
Not surprised at all.
We said last night, didn't we?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as we said, wasn't it? It's whether it's a gamble on putting a left footer on the right hand side. And I think before we go any further, Chris, if you have a look at Southampton just for a second, they've got exactly the same formation as Bournemouth. So I think, when you look at having a left footer on the right side, if they're coming for the high press at St. Mary's, the last thing you want is to be, stuck with the ball in front of your body when you've got a heavy press. Because we know what Armstrong is going to do. He's going to try and get one up on Newcastle, being the typical Geordie that he is. And obviously, I've said it before about Fernandes, who sits in the number 10 slot. I think he's a gifted young player. He's only 20, still got lots to learn. But the first thing that I noticed as soon as this formation was set out, it's exactly the same as Bournemouth. So is this manager now going to try the high press against us like Bournemouth did?
Yeah, we shall see. And then anybody else want to touch on the defense? I mean, either or, I guess. I mean, Sharburn has where he worked.
Listen, it was 7. That was 7 out of 7 before Shea got it suspended.
Right.
I think when Howe as well, these conferences, he says things like, "We've got to protect Sven." Really, I think that's his hint to say, "I'm going to be taking him out the side." Yeah. So I'm not surprised he's done that after heard those comments.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Livermento on the right. I mean, I think we had we had Livermento. We argued for Trippier, but I mean, he's going to put Livermento on. Beer Viking is asking for justice for Botman. Yeah. Lewis Hall on the left. You got the midfield. It's the midfield. Sandro Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joe Linton on the left. This is a forceful, resourceful, and very just full of quality midfield, to be honest.
Something about forceful.
There we go. There you go. And up front, Alexander Isak, Gordon, Anthony Gordon on the left, and Murphy on the right. Almiron still part of the squad, by the way. I saw something from Betsy sent me something from that Meme Castle guy, and it's fucking funny, man. I gotta show it at some point. But it's basically like Fast and Furious when they part ways. Vin Diesel and the guy that passed away, Paul, whatever his name is.
Walker.
Paul Walker. It's funny as hell, man. Because I guess there was footage of Almiron saying "Why I." And so I'll have to show at some point. Anyways, so that's the lineup. That's the lineup, ladies and gents. Any suggestions, any objections? Say it now or forever.
I said a few nice things about Miley. I would have been tempted to play Miley to freshen things up, just to reinforce to those three that there's at least one player in Miley who's competing to start. I know the other two aren't necessarily, shown that, right now. But I think personally, I would have been tempted to do that. But whatever we play, we should have enough to beat Southampton, regardless.
The only thing I might have been tempted to do was put Trips in.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy either way.
Yeah, but I'm on the other side of the fence, you see, because I want these guys to put right what they didn't put right last week. And you drop one person, you drop another, And to be fair, as we saw last week, it wasn't just one person that was behind the speed of the game. It was virtually a collective 11. So if you're going to change, you've got to change the 11. We know we can't do that. So are you going to isolate one or two individuals to knock them further down the pecking order to try and raise the game? Or do you say to the team that was so poor, go put it right?
There we go.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that as well, definitely. I just think like we've got to kind of maybe rotate better in general so that you don't get burnt out. So you can, you might think, oh, well, we're not burnt out, so why rotate? But that's the whole point of being ahead of the game and spotting it first and doing a bit of rotation. It's not drop anybody permanently. It's just keep things fresh and taking along. But I totally understand, Gary, like you said, it's only to take the one game. And probably, I suppose, with it being Southampton as well, it's a case
perfect
of
game to come back, isn't it? To
right,
get everybody lifted. Yeah.
Yeah. We gave 50, I mean, it's not 50, 10.
50?
10.
50?
10 memberships away, and they have gone to, welcome everybody that's gone to Farther Seams. It's gone to It's About Time. There you go.
Yay.
Also to Rafa Jekyll. Congrats. Also went to Lost in Thoughts, Calm in Silence. Ooh, man.
Like that one.
Well, some fans need that after a loss, I'll tell you what. AJ as well. So congrats, AJ. Parwinder. That's cool. Southern Geordie. Well, there you go. Look at that. Southern Geordie. Welcome, mate. It's going to Ricky J as well. Lewis, yeah, Lewis, HD. Andrew Walker as well. So those are the 10 memberships. Congrats, everybody. Please consider renewing your membership after it's free. You can enjoy a lot of stuff, a lot of new content, early videos, etc. So and giveaways as well. So in your giveaway, you already make your money. So it's whoever gets it, obviously. So yep, and appreciate all of you. Thank you for your kind support. Predator says it's kind of a rock and a hard place situation. He needs minutes to get match fit, but he needs rest to build up fitness to maybe Botman he's talking about. So yeah, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. Paul Geis says, is anyone or the panel or in the chat think Southampton won't get into double figures for points this season? That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, I think he only got 1 point. Or no, not 1 point, but I mean only won one game maybe.
Yeah, I mean they are on the verge of making history, aren't they? For the team to actually get the least points. Was that Derby County originally?
Derby County,
Aye.
Yeah. Derby County was the team that's got the record for the least points gained within the Premier League, and they are literally on course for that. So yeah, there's every possibility.
I would say yes, definitely, if Russell Martin hadn't been sacked. But this man,
they've got Wolves to play at home, Palace to play at. Let's assume they're not going to get any away points. They've got Wolves at home to play, Fulham, not easy. No, they're not looking good.
Not looking good. But
the home games they have left are Arsenal, Man City, Fulham.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it on that to Southampton Talk TV. We'll get back to the tune. Tony T says, question, what is this rating system based on? Everyone I hear says Tonali is our best play, apart from Isak. Well, he is, man. I know you, but me and Tony T go back and forth about Tonali because he doesn't get Tonali the praise. I give him all the praise he needed because he is the game changer for us. I think, Tony, you argued that Longstaff needed to be, I mean, come on, man. Do we need to go back to that?
Even I can't argue with that.
Do we need to go back to that, man, Mr. Tony? And I mean, the system that you were talking about, I don't know what system, to be honest. We didn't bring anything up other than maybe you saw the sofa scores. I don't know about any of that, man. So, but actually, look at the scores that they got for Tonali are lower than the rest of the team around him. Look, so. I agree to disagree on a lot of this stuff, but that's irrelevant. I mean, we can all agree that Tonali has been, if not our best player. Do we not in this panel?
I think he brings something different to the midfield, and I think that's the difference. We all know what Longstaff can bring. He does a lot of running, but he actually doesn't get involved in a lot of the nitty gritty stuff. what we see from Tonali, and I mean, I'm not going to say I think that Tonali is the best player in the team by far, but what he gives us is that grit in the midfield. His recovery is phenomenal. His forward work is great. He has an ability to work the ball quick. And I think, if I'm honest with you, and I've said this umpteen times, what will excel Tonali is by having players around him that work with the same brain pattern. And at this present moment in time, and we've criticised, or critiques, I should say, a lot of players because they're not on the same wavelength as Tonali. Tonali will use a lot of one-touch football, where the rest of the guys want 2 and 3 and 4 touches before they move the ball forward. Bruno, as we saw even against Bournemouth, got caught out because, again, he wants to turn his body in a deep position. Tonali plays in front of him, and it doesn't matter whether his back's towards the goal or whether he's facing his own goal. He'll play that one touch into the player's feet and move again to receive the ball back. He makes the game look so simple, and that's where a lot of people will always question, whether he's the best thing that we've had. To me, he makes the midfield stronger, and I think that's all you can hope for.
Exactly. All right, more comments here. Park Life, Chris Helen says Gordon is our best player. Attack hall at back. I'm assuming like Hall and Gordon.
The best player in attack, and Hall's best player at the back.
Well, Hall definitely attacking it is good. Defending, needs to get better. But I mean, he's a modern fullback.
Well,
so.
if you were picking a player of the season so far, Tonali would be in there, Hall would be in there, Isak would be in there, and probably Burn for me.
Here we go.
Man. I agree.
Tim, don't do that, man.
He's been quality this season, but
but player of the season.
Possibly.
All right. Well, I won't disagree with
Anthony Gordon said that in his interview.
Yeah, well, Anthony Gordon, man, he needs to be in that situation every year. He certainly isn't. Let's be fair. Anthony Gordon has been
Anthony Gordon's been up and down all season. He's not.
Yeah, I mean,
you see, one of the persons that disappointed me this season more than anybody else is J7. I think J7's been very, very hit and miss. And to be fair, he's been the one that's been, if you like, he's been our stalwart in that mid-park. He's the battler. He's the one that's going to get the ball back for you and try and play the ball through. But he seems to be missing something this season. And again, I don't know whether that's just the fact that, you talk about technical ability and things like that. Everybody thinks because he's Brazilian, he's going to have that ability, and it doesn't work that way. No. You know what I mean? Just because you're from Brazil. And to me, he's been the one that's been floundering more than any of the other players. I mean, Anthony Gordon sometimes gets really isolated, the same as Isak does, because of the way we set up. We're very left-sided orientated, so we seem to switch round, which sometimes isolates the right-hand side a little bit because everybody steps over to the left. We often see J7 and Gordon playing up the side there with Louis Hall playing that diamond in the corner. But this season, for some unknown reason, J7 hasn't really complemented either giving Gordon the space that he requires or even blocking Louis Hall's runs through the inside left position. So I want to see a little bit more going forward now into the new year from J7.
Yeah.
He's a unique player, isn't he? He wasn't a midfielder, now he is a midfielder. And I think he is the one where I think maybe there could be or should be a transition between another player who is in the wavelength, like you say, Gary, of Tonali and Bruno, in terms of going forward. I know you need that destroyer or you need that toughness in midfield, so it's hard to find a player who can do everything. But obviously, Joelinton lacks, like you say, the finesse going forward, where you're playing games, some games where you've got all the ball. This is where you want somebody in Joelinton's place who can be more technical in the final third. And I think this is where it's about having horses for courses and not just playing the same 11 every single time. It's also about playing what's in front of you. And that if that means rotating Joelinton and phasing him out potentially. I mean, this sounds harsh because he's been brilliant for us. I'm not denying that. But I'm just looking further ahead. And I think that's something to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah,
but
certainly.
You see what worried me, like, against Bournemouth, what we've got with this side now, with both Bruno and Tonali that can sit in that deeper role. You've got the availability to move J7 out and bring in either Willock or bring in even Miley to go and sit in that more advanced role, sitting behind Isaac and playing a 4-2-3-1 system. Just to create something a little bit more up top. And I mean, I don't like to see the old-fashioned, long ball into the attack. But the way Bournemouth played against us, sometimes it's just that release out that you need, but you need bodies to be in that position. And I've now tried J7 in that 10 role, but more left-sided 10 to compete with the aerial balls. But again, it just doesn't seem as if he gets enough wins in that area for me. And I think sometimes what you just need is to push the offensive team a little bit deeper by just rotating some players.
What's your tactical analysis, man?
And I'm quite happy with that midfield three.
Listen, I think there's a point.
J7 has been up and down, but he's still a tank.
Maybe so. Well, he's an enforcer, isn't he? I mean, I think the quality will come from guys like Tonali, like Bruno.
Yeah, but J7 himself's got a bit of skill on the ball. You quite often see him come away from three players after having
he has got better. I agree. He has got a bit better in that regard.
Yeah, having done a step over and a little pull back, and where he goes, because he takes some shifting off that ball. I tell you, when he's on it.
Yeah, certainly. Well, we see some earlier on. I saw some footage of him working out. During his time off, he looks like a beast. But looks are just looks until you got to go on the pitch. But I think that we can agree that the difference in midfielders on the bench and the starting lineup is I was going to say quite significant, but there's a difference there. Yeah, look at We're trying to load some footage here. We'll get to work. There we go. Bruno Guimaraes walking in the building. So the players are getting ready, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that. The Macam Slayer. He's got the vision. He's got the killer mentality. Oh, come on, man. We had. All right. St. Mary's, man. It's been a long. Mighty Wayne, when's the last time you were at St. Oh, man. Come on, man.
I'm here live now.
You're live. They look at Eddie Howe coming, walking in the building. Mac Dog in front of him. Mr. Dubravka. There's Joe Linton. My mama would tell me, you put earrings on you, I'll rip them apart.
That's started again.
Yeah. But anyways, so it's I think it's
for that mean 2 Isaacs.
Hey, there we go. There 2 Isaacs. Really good, wasn't it? James Purge, Chris. For me, it's not about replacing. It's about succession of the squad, having players who can transition the squad in the future. Yeah, but I'm thinking we got Lewis Miley, and that's why I think I have no hate, because I know Tony feels like I hate Longstaff. I don't. The thing is here, she shouldn't be the first midfielder to come in. It should be Lewis Miley. If we're talking about future, if we're talking about players that are ready to be given time and to see what they can do for the team, it has to be Lewis Miley, Joe Willock after that, and maybe Longstaff afterwards. And I'm talking to Joe Willock after, just because we have nobody else. I'm actually losing patience with Willock because I just don't know what I don't know when he's going to start playing good.
Oh, don't say that to D-Man, man.
That's fine, but I just don't know. I mean, Willock gets time, he plays good, and then he falls off. I mean, it's very inconsistent.
For me, Willock is a 1 game and 10 merchant. He's a bit of a ESM.
His injury record as well. You know what I mean? Yep. There's no reliability there, is there?
No.
Again, a bit like ESM.
Aye. But it's funny, isn't it? Because he comes into the side in certain games and he looks like a world beater. And you're right, when he then comes into multiple games afterwards, and you lose a player on the park. Actually, we get to the Longstaff issues where some games he just looks as though he fits into the side, and other games he just disappears. So yeah, I agree with you, and I also agree with what the lads were saying in the park, that I believe Miley is now in front of Willock in certain positions.
Yeah.
I think Willock himself,
And not only that, we've got to start giving Miley some minutes.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's it.
Apart from the fact that it enables you to rest, the big three, as it were, we've got to start growing them. We're talking about Anderson going to Forest and flourishing, but if he'd been here still, he would never been getting any minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Miley's a midfielder, whereas for me, Joe Lick, he's a number 10, essentially. And we're not playing a formation that's going to accommodate a number 10, an out-and-out number 10. So I don't think, for me, he's ever really fully... I mean, I know we finished 4th that season, and to be fair, he was great a lot of the time, but I just think you're only going to see the best of Willock when he plays off the striker, where he's carrying the ball, but he's kind of feeding off the striker in front of him, linking up play that way, and he hasn't got the defensive responsibilities that you have when you play deeper. Right. So, like, if we can get money in the summer, it's something I'd be looking to do. Might sound harsh, but again,
I don't know that there'd be a lot of takers.
I think there might be. I think more than more people think.
25 mil for him.
Certainly more than people think. I mean, yeah, but you got to stop thinking about getting money back, man. It's not about that anymore at this point.
He's still viewed as a good player, I think.
Exactly.
It's just how much.
He'd go for 30, 40. I mean, if you want to sell Longstaff for 30, now I want to sound like a hater again. I'm not, but I mean, it's what it is. But Lewis Miley definitely needs more time, man. And he's not getting it, really. If you think about it, he's not really getting a lot of time.
Now, thing is, Chris, sorry, Chris. I'll just say one thing. If you're going to be ruthless, right? Let's say if you sell Willock and Longstaff, the two backups, and then you've got Miley. So you got left with Miley as the one backup. But then you spend that money that you've raised from Willock and Longstaff on a quality midfielder. So you've got Miley and then the new midfielder who is quality. Maybe somebody young who's not exactly going to be, throwing his ties at the pram if he's not starting. But if you've got the three midfielders we'll have now, and then you've got Miley and a quality centre mid to back those three up, and then the third one perhaps from the youth, to me that's a better balance where whoever's going to be coming in is going to be having an impact as opposed to the drop-off where Longstaff and Willock come in those particular positions. That's something I'd be looking to do.
Damn, that's what we got. That's what we got, Tim, man. I love that. For those takes, that's what we need him on the live match commentary. So we got a good team here. We're trying to get rid of the one next to me, but he didn't want to go to the pub today. Man, fucking hell.
I know what goes the club.
Your Foster's at home?
Come on, man. Surely they don't sell that to the public, man, at the store.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Let's go with some comments. Paul, guys, the shirt reminds me of Kenny Dalglish when we got John Barnes, Ian Rush, and Stuart Pearce. Not the best of time. No, but the shirt is quality, man.
That could be why I don't like it. I suppose it could be subliminal.
But exactly, Kenny got Nobi, man.
Dalglish.
Kenny got Nobi in, man. That's all I care about at this point. After everything's set and done. Matt Thompson, hope everyone is well. Couldn't find my lucky shorts for the last game, but all is well. I had it today, so we're gonna win 3-0. How are the lads? There we go. Park Life, Chris Helen says Gordon to score today. Lovely. Predator, exactly what I predicted the lineup would be. There we go. Carlo, and no dirty injuries would be nice today. So fingers crossed they all get through the match today. Yeah, that's right. Southampton did do us a wrong one but he got. Oh no! Come on, man. That's not. They don't even label it right, man. Come on, man. Where do you refill that Foster's in the River Tyne?
I think mine's better.
Come on, man. But me, what I'm doing here is sacrilege, to be honest. I got a schooner full of water.
Look at you, man.
I did get a lucky schooner,
glasses. Yeah, I'm gonna say I see you got the glasses.
Oh yeah, I got but it's full of water though. So look, Mighty Win. Look at it. Look at this disgrace, man.
That is a disgrace. A pint glass.
No. The schooner. I thought you were going to say about the water.
Well, I mean that goes without saying that.
There we go, Carlo. Yeah, we talk about
Missouri lightweight.
Predator, Nad if he is 100% Trolls, I don't want to see a repeat of last season. Peter McCardle, if Pope comes back next game, wouldn't be surprised if Dubs goes before the 3rd of February. He couldn't, though, could he? Oh, well, yeah, he can, actually. He's still got time to leave. He's still got time to leave.
Yeah.
Beer Riken, Murphy is due a goal today due to Southampton being in relegation zone. Trolls, he can only get...
vacancy in that. Wow.
I don't think it doesn't matter to me who scores.
Exactly. Trolls, he only get match fit by playing, though. There you go. Tony says ratings suggest Tonali is the second worst player on the pitch. Yeah, those ratings are not don't make sense, do they? Not at all. Let's see more comments. Brent says, I bet on Gordon with a brace today, so hopefully he's up for it. There you go. Well, hopefully he does, man. Hopefully he does. How long do we got? We still got a lot of time. So subs, who can come in and make an impact for Newcastle United? Well, Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman, Lloyd Kelly, Joe Willock, Sean Longstaff, Lewis Miley, Osula, and Miguel Almiron. Still out, by the way, out. Callum Wilson, Jamal Lascelles, and the rest of the guys that are always out. So where's Kraft? Still not ready?
Yeah, he's ready. He's just been dropped from the team.
Oh, man.
Because obviously you've got Botman on there now and Trippier, which is the two places that Kraft plays.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Well, that is the subs. It's a significant difference, man. The starting lineup, and that's really the main issue, isn't it, for Newcastle United? It's just that we don't have really a quality deep squad. We don't. Other than, I mean, you can say that Lewis Miley is a quality player, but still he has to find his way in football. But other than that, I mean, you got what you got.
That's not strictly true, because we're talking Pope in goal, Trips right back. We've got 3 centre backs at the minute, not including Kelly, but 4 if you include Kelly. We've got Target covering for Hall. So that's all good. The midfield, as you say, we've got Miley, Longstaff, Willock. It's up front where we're lightweight at the minute, and that's not so bad when Barnes is fit, because we've got Barnes covering for Gordon. It's when we get to Osula and Murphy that Isaac and Murphy cover. That's where.
I think that the biggest thing for me is the fact that if you've only got to look at SofaScore. I mean, if I know you guys look at SofaScore a lot, we haven't got a single sub that's in the green, and I think that's the concern for me. Is everybody that's come on where we've made changes through games, and this has been the entire season. Apart from Barnes on certain games, there's very little that seemed to impact the game, like other teams have players. We played Wolves. They pulled Cunha on, and all of a sudden the game changed and it swung very heavily in Wolves' favour. We don't seem to have that type of player. And I agree with you. I mean, that's as strong as a bench that we've had for a long time. If you look for players coming on, like for like. But are they very much an impact player? Like I say, apart from Barnes, who obviously isn't fit, that's where I get concerned.
Yeah, I just add to that as well. I think the defence, I think, as we know, is definitely more well stocked in terms of quality behind the first 11. And like with Target, I do rate Target. I know he hasn't played in a long time recently, but I think he is a good player, and I'd be very happy with him being back up to Lewis Hall. And he's a conventional left back as opposed to Lloyd Kelly. And no, I think Target, if he can stay fit, get some under 21 games and stuff, I'd be happy for him to come in now and again if he needs to. But I think I agree, Gary, in terms of the other side going forward in the midfield. Apart from Barnes, who's been unlucky not to start more games this season, who's going to come in and have that impact straight away, as opposed to like the likes of Willock and Longstaff, who need to be bedded into the side a bit more until they get into their rhythm. And I would just put this out there on that point, I know you were saying, Gary, correct us if I'm wrong, but you were a bit wary of strengthening in this window because it's such a difficult window and you don't want to panic buy. So kind of who do you get? But then I think you were saying, Win, about, we've got to try and sign from a position of strength. And I kind of think I'm trying to weigh this up, as to what the right thing to do is, because part of me thinks, we can sit here and say Mbeumo from Brentford, it'd be quality. Anyone can sit here and say that. Do you know what I mean? We're not being paid thousands to come up with that solution.
And me.
Win as well. It's isn't like Mitchell and Co. Aren't they paid the big bucks to find the players out there that Joe Bloggs on the street doesn't know about, or hasn't got the eye to see that player could come in and make an impact or be moulded? So, and I totally get it's a difficult window, and I don't know the full financial situation. Obviously, we're bidding 70 million for Gay, apparently, but I don't know the crack with that. But I just think, while I have got sympathy with it being such a difficult window and PSR, etc., I can't help but think, like, surely we could come up with some players who could come in this window and do what you say, Win, sign from a position of strength, and find players who can compete, or at least even come into that right wing position and actually cement, our position in the top 4, top 6.
Yeah. We got a question here. That's a good point, though. We got a question here from Tony. If we don't win today, and with the next few away games we have, will Champions League be out of reach? So please answer that, fellas. I'll be right back.
I think if we don't win today, Champions League is going to be a very long way away, because there's too much quality all around us in the league, in the table right at the minute. That we've got to put this to bed. But we know what we're like when we must win games. It's just, who would have thought last week? But again,
look at some facts though, Win. They haven't beat us at St Mary's since 2020, where they come away with a 2-0 victory. If we win today, I think this is the 4th straight away win. That's equals, am I right in saying that equals our 1996 form? So, we have changed. I mean, these are must-win games. I agree with you. And that's why, for me, Eddie Howe has to look at the team that has got us to 9 straight wins to put the problem that we had last week behind us. People say, and I listen to a lot of YouTubers out there, people say now it's Liverpool's to lose the Premier League. And to some point, I agree with that. The one thing that worries me after this game, if we don't get a success today, is the fact that some of our games become very, very difficult. We have got some, Man City coming up. We've got Fulham, who we saw what happened when we were out at Craven Cottage. These aren't gimmies anymore. And don't get me wrong, the Premier League has changed. You look at some of the players that some of these teams have got now. Around us, everybody's growing, and I think, we've mentioned it before, haven't we? As fans saying the team looks a little bit stale. It's nice to hear Eddie Howe come out with a very similar statement, which to me shoots that little bit of and it's not a shot across the bow to say that we are in a problem area. To me, what it's saying is he realises from what he's seen on a week-to-week basis, he has very little else to choose from. So we need to start looking somewhere. And this goes back to what Tim was saying before about me saying not panic buy. You've only got to look at the likes of Marmoush that went to Man City. The year before he went free to, was it Stuttgart they got him from?
Yeah.
Can't remember. It was Stuttgart, wasn't it? Yeah. He went on a free. Now he's cost Man City 75 million. And don't get me wrong, he's having a great season. I understand that. But they're all risks. Everything that you see, for 75 million, he could come to the Premier League and have a complete flop. I read this morning that we are heavily linked with Tomori from AC Milan. Because obviously Eddie Howe now realises that right centre-back, if we need to actually cover a position at this present moment in time, more than the right wing, and I know everybody's going to throw big, massive stones at me now, without having another right-footed right centre back, that could create us major problems going forward if Shaw gets injured.
Right wing.
Yeah, I know, because you guys all you guys want to do is score goals. I understand that, because that's the exciting part. But like I said, for me, it's about the team ethics, and it's about trying to get that right balance. And I've seen over the last couple of games where you've got Botman, who's a quality centre-back, playing left-footed on a right-sided position, and he struggled. And I'm saying, what happens if we go forward and we lose Shaw? You know, you're going to come up against a lot of good teams, and without cover in that area, you are going to struggle.
The question was, if we get beat today, is that the title? Well, if we get beat today, our next 4 games are Fulham at home, and Fulham are no mugs right now.
No.
And then we've got City away, Forest at home, and Liverpool away. So, you know, if I was going to be super optimistic, I would say we might get 6 points from the next 4 games.
I'm not expecting Champions League.
I would settle for. I'd rather have 2 wins and 2 losses than 4 draws.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd rather beat Fulham and Forest at home and get beat off Liverpool and City away. Obviously, I prefer to get something from City or Liverpool. But those next 4 games, you know, and we keep on looking at these games in little clusters. We've had 2 little clusters together now that we've done really well, apart from the Bournemouth fiasco. But we really need to get those 3 points on the board today.
Yeah, but
by crook.
We can't look at one game though as being, the be all and end all of our season, and I think that's.
No, I mean, it'd be typical Newcastle to get beat off Southampton and then beat Liverpool.
Oh, absolutely, and beat Liverpool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with you, but that's what I said. I think it's a really tough time of the year for all clubs. I mean, and this is why I said before. I think James Bunce. I have to take my hat off to this lad. If whatever he is signalling towards Eddie Howe in what he's doing, keeping our injuries to the minimum compared to what it was last season, he has done wonders. He has done absolute wonders. And again, we haven't got a massive squad to cherry pick from like a lot of the top 6 have. And yet, whatever's happening in the training area or whatever's being told when they're looking at all the health stats on the vests, it seems to signify that when the change is required, and we saw this last week, the change gets done. It's not of this, let's go to 65 minutes and just make it happen. Now Eddie's pushing it on to 70 plus minutes before he even needs to make a change. That's how Eddie's looking, where last season we'd go to the 60-minute mark and there was 2 or 3 players coming on, or majority of the time. That was Eddie time. It seems to have changed this season.
What do you reckon, Tim?
Well, in answer to the question, I just think that Chelsea and Man City will have too much in the end. Might sound negative, and I hope that isn't the case. And you've got a Forest up there. I don't think they're going to be dropping away from the top 6 anyway. But I think you've got them competing. Obviously, you've got Arsenal, you've got Liverpool, then you've got Man City, Chelsea. And this is what I'm saying, in terms of strengthening. Right now, we've been on an amazing run, and all credit to Howe, all credit to the players. And I think if we can get top 6, I think that's a good season. But in terms of Champions League, I'm not saying it's impossible. It definitely is possible, and we might well do it. But if I was to give an answer and a judgment now, I think as the squad is now compared to Man City and Chelsea, who I do expect to click into gear, I just think they'll have too much. So this is what I mean. Do we sign now? Do we try and sign as difficult as it is? I know what you're saying. Isn't this what they're there for? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, we'll get the summer, we'll sign players then, but Isak's going to want Champions League football, possibly, and we might have to sell them. And granted, you sell them, and then you've got a ton of money then to use. I get that as well. But if we get Champions League football, then we probably don't have to sell them. So it's a balancing act. It's difficult. I'm not giving a concrete, right or wrong here, but I'm just trying to weigh it up, and I can't help but feel, could we not have identified some players, considering that's what scouts are there for and director of football is there for?
Yeah, as regards Nottingham Forest not dropping away, well, their next 5 are Bournemouth away today, not easy. Brighton, not easy. Then they've got Fulham away, where we've got Fulham at home. And then they've got us away, where we've got them at home. And then Arsenal, and why have I got an echo?
I was going to say, it's because he's coming through his phone. I mean, if you look at it, they reckon now it's virtually more or less guaranteed, isn't it? The top 5 of Champions League.
Is it?
That fifth? I think it's fifth.
Oh, I don't know, because the German teams are still doing bloody well.
They are. But according to what I saw on, and I don't know where I saw it now, was it Talk Sport or whether it, again, I'm saying Talk Sport. It could have been Sky Sports or Talk Sports.
Before the last round of games, we were 92% certain.
Yeah, well, now we're 100%. It's gone to 100%, and the German clubs are 96%, and the Italians are underneath that, I think it was. So we are now at the top of the list to get that 5th slot.
I mean, that's
we've
massive.
Got to maintain that.
But,
it is. But we've got to maintain it.
Obviously,
well, exactly,
Germany have closed that gap now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so.
But that's what I'm saying.
See how we can be 100% near 96%. Like that's.
Well, that's what it said on the list. I can only go on what it says on the list, and I'll try and
how
bring
they
it up.
Can work that out, because that's 196% and still something to come.
Something wrong. Yeah, exactly.
So there's something wrong somewhere along the line.
Yeah, but it works. Yes, mate.
Sorry, mate. Just do you back us to get 5th as things stand now?
The way I look at it, right? Would you have said the start of the season Nottingham Forest would have been 3rd or 4th?
No way.
Well, there you go. You've answered the question. For me, it's not about going out there and keep spending massive amounts of money on players again for bench warmers, and that's what I said. We've paid 30 million, 40 million pound players that at the minute can't get in the side because of their favoured position. And the way I look at I go from a defensive point of view going forward, because I always say if you can stop goals conceding, you can always nick one at the other end, and that's the way I've always played and the way I always coached. Stop them going in, go and nick one, and you've got a chance. Sometimes you can be unsuccessful by doing that because it's very negative. I understand that. But it's like I said, it's a massive gamble by going out there and spending another £40 million on a player that may not sit or suit the style of Eddie Howe. And there's lots of names that have been mentioned, Bargy and all this. I mean, the one that comes to mind that was really cheap was that Marlon who went to Villa for 20 million. Now, by all accounts, there was a scout looking at him, but apparently Marlon, when I saw him at Holland, he looks a half-decent player. And they were talking about 30-odd million pounds for him. And I said, is that going to break the bank of Newcastle? But again, it depends on does that mean in June we have to move one of our bigger players out of the squad to cover a small gap at this present moment in time? And that's what you've got to balance.
Yep.
And they're saying Marlon is awful. So exactly, I don't know what Villa have bought there.
There we go. And we're going to continue that, of course. We got to get ready for the match. Lineup, ladies and gentlemen, let us confirm. Dubravka, Byrne, Schär, Livermento on the right, Lewis Hall on the left, Bruno, Tonali, Joe Linton. Up front, Murphy, Gordon, and all the way at the top, Alexander Isak, ready for battle all the way down south against the... What is their nickname? Southampton.
The Saints.
The Saints. There we go. The Saints. Let me tell you something.
Simon Templar.
There we go. The Saints. Let's get ready for the watch along, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We got the match coming up immediately. Here we go, ladies and gents, as we're getting ready right now to play a really good game in St. Mary's, down Southampton. We got the live match there. Oh, okay, we got the live match there. So you're ready to take a look. Let us know your predictions, please. Predictions right now. Tony says 2-1 Newcastle. Betsy 2-0 Newcastle, I would assume. And as we look at Bruno Guimaraes, Fabian Schär, Dan Byrne, Dubravka, and the little tiny lad. So, hey, the mascots, do they travel or what? How does that work? Or are they all from Southampton?
No idea.
It's usually it will have been organised. It'll be a away fan that will have been organised for those that are travelling down. That's what usually happens.
Cool. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Well, we're getting ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know your predictions in the chat.
Looks like Bruno's growing his blonde out again.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And stop making recognition difficult once more.
And, well, Joe Linton certainly gave it another touch the other day. So as we look at Lloyd Kelly, everybody, the Saint, it would kind of look like we're playing the Maccombs, man.
Oh, yeah. This is Lewis Hall's fitting himself a new head there.
Yeah. This is as close as we're gonna get to the Maccombs as we ever gonna get to. We're gonna play in the. Oh, I should have put my maroon shirt on, man.
Yeah, I did get mine on, and I'm thinking I haven't worn me. I never wear my white one, so I'll put my white one on today.
There's Sandro Tonali, clean shaven. Sandro Tonali is always ready for office work, man. Clean shaven, good comb, none of that.
No, that's new. That he had a beard last week.
None of that crazy hair and none of that stuff, man. That man shows up to the office every day. So there we go, ladies and gents. People in the stands, of course. Look at that. Look at that. The Southampton flag.
Surfing flag.
Yeah, we'll look at the Toon fans right now. They're in the building as well. So Alexander Isak very much informed, ladies and gents. Although last game he didn't score, but that doesn't change the fact that he's been scoring. That also ended, by the way, the consecutive games by Isak scoring.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gavin Fuller says we must have the money to bring a player, amortize. I'm not buying the PSR bullet, says Gavin.
Correct.
There you go. Tony says, did you see the table that shows some clubs charge to be a mascot? Newcastle don't.
Yeah, well, Newcastle do.
No, why would you charge, man?
There's hundreds of people want to be mascots.
Yeah, but charge. You don't need to charge. I mean,
they do.
Well, Tony's saying they don't charge at Newcastle. I thought they did.
Well, they do. 1,400 quid.
1,400 for one game.
Yeah.
Nah, man, get out of here, man. I'll just grab my kid, walk all the way down, and throw him in the pitch, man. Just run, bro. Just run and then come back. There we go. Chris Helen says, come on, the Toon. We have this. Come on, says Charlotte. Come on. Highway the Toon, ladies and gentlemen. We got to win. If not, we're never going to bring Tim back. Hey, Tim, somebody said you do the announcements in the metro with that mic, man. I don't know what they mean by it. I don't know what they mean about the mic, but the mic looks good.
It must just sound the same as Tim, I think.
Oh, maybe. Nah. There we go. The lineups are there already. Please consider staying with us as we do the live match commentary. Watch the game along with us. Have fun and interact as we react to the match live here on NUFC Talk TV. Eddie Howe shaking hands there with his counterpart. That's not the goalkeeper. Man, he looks 45, man.
He probably is about 45, McCarthy.
My goodness.
Is it not a bit weird wearing burgundy when they're wearing red? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that was the thing, isn't it? Because it's vertical and horizontal stripes, so it's easily seen.
Right.
The white one would have been too close. Yeah, the black and white would obviously not.
You've got a red back. I was thinking, well, just wear white. They've got a red and white on the front and red on the back. I don't know.
35 McCarthy is.
35. Well, he's got some gray hair, man.
Well, I'm hoping this referee carries on his... Samuel Barrott is the referee today, and I hope he carries on because he's very, very little... he shows very little cards. He lets the games play, so let's just hope he carries on.
Benjamin Maven in the building as well. Highway, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Benny.
Actually, to be fair, man, it's kind of... I mean, I can tell the difference, obviously. The shorts, they are obligatory. You have to have the different colors, but... Anyways, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Southampton now, kickoff. We're underway. First half here, Southampton versus Newcastle United. Ball's down to Southampton's side now. Or rather, Newcastle side, but Southampton's ball. Still.
Yeah, no big.
Bruno Guimaraes trying to get a hold of that one, but can't get. Ooh, that's going to be a foul. Though. It's got to be a foul. That's a bit of a tough one. Tonali, look at Tonali, man. Tonali's. I tell you what, he's ready for dinner. He's ready for dinner with the king, man. I'm telling you.
This is it. I hope he's not like Samson, shaving off his hair and losing.
No, man, he shaves his beard. Martin Dubravka, all the way up there. We shall see. Next week we'll know definitely who's the starter. Sandro, ole, ole, ole. The ball into the box. Be careful. Livramento. He's going to play with Tonali now. Look at Tonali. Oh, no, that was Livramento, wasn't it?
No, it's Tonali.
Tonali, yeah. That was there we go. Dubravka back to Tonali. Tonali needs to go back to his blue boots, man. That might be the. Come on, now he's wearing orange boots. Tim, all good?
Yep. I think.
Okay, cool.
I can see fine. Yeah, fine.
All right, sounds good, mate. Here we go. Newcastle United back with the possession. Bruno Guimaraes. Joe Linton asking for it. Oh, the ball goes through Joe Linton. Oh man, that's going to be a corner kick for Newcastle United. That was good vision, good intention, evil intentions by Bruno Guimaraes. That was a good pass.
That's why you want to win it. Further forward in those passes.
Ah, there we go, man. Look at the vision with his left foot. Just a little bit too long, I would say, maybe. I don't know. Joe Linton asking for it. Everybody's got their man ready for a dance-off. Set piece play, ladies and gents. Lewis Hall. Oh, to Gordon.
Oh, lovely.
Gordon, lovely. Gordon's going to have to pass it back.
Oh, hard laid. Well
done there. That's a corner kick for Newcastle United. Well done there. Hopefully they don't repeat that one because obviously. Who's that going for? Lewis Hall. He's going to throw it in there, I think.
Throw it in there, yeah.
Lewis Hall into the box.
Cross.
Good cross, well defended. The ball's going back to Livramento. Now Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Gordon with a little lob to nobody.
Trying to find Hall there.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? 2 minutes in, it feels like 20.
Yeah. Well, 2 minutes in, 2 corners already.
Yeah, it's what I want to see.
Yeah. And
press now, press. That's what I want.
I've got to pen them in.
And we've got it.
This is what we've got to do now. This is where you need to control the ball in their final third, because the more you do that, obviously, the more chances you create, obviously. But it's like I said, we can't switch off at the back. We've got to compress as a team, but everybody cover everybody's slot. What a ball!
There we go now.
What a ball!
Livramento. Bad pass. That is a poor pass. That is a poor pass to
That's Tino all over, isn't it?
That's Tino, exactly.
And then now across right to McCarthy.
Isaac pulled away, didn't he? He was free. It was class movement, but like you say, he wasn't.
Superb movement.
Oh, he was wide open though. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how he failed to pass that one, to be honest. Brent says Tino doing Tino things.
He is still young, like, to be fair, Tino. He's still learning.
Yeah, he's probably 18 months behind everybody else, mate, because of his injury.
All right, that too. Murphy tries to give it to Bruno, but fails in that attempt. A throw-in now for Newcastle United. I like Harwood Bellis, man. I don't know why I feel like I just like his play.
Well, I enjoyed watching him when Anthony Gordon won the Euro.
Yeah, with the under-21s, he was good, wasn't he?
Howard Bellis was excellent in that whole tournament.
Yeah, I really like him.
And McAteer. I like McAteer as well at Man City.
Yeah, there we go. Southampton trying to control, but can't do it. Newcastle United with the ball. Be careful, Joe Linton.
Joe Linton. Have a go.
Joe Linton.
Oh, kick your head over it, lad.
This is what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Like, in the final third, he does lack quality at times, doesn't he? He does lack that technical. He's going to score worldly now after I've said this, but you just want a bit more quality there, like in those positions from Joe Linton.
Always just, he just doesn't get his head over the ball enough, I don't think.
Get too much, too under it.
It was good play that, and it was good play before. link-up play that got broken up by Southampton, but nice tight passing there before. So I've started well.
Yeah, started really well. I think the lovely thing at this present moment in time, we're only 5 minutes in, I agree, but we seem to be winning those, little battles at the minute.
Yeah.
And any 50-50, oh, look at that. That's what Nchukwu gives you up top. He gives you that little bit of menace, if you like. Very similar to J7 in stature. And he'll just bounce off players. Not got the quality, but he has got the physical ability to make things happen. Well done, Gordon.
Well done, Gordon.
Well done, Gordon there. Gordon now on the run. It's got Lewis Hall on the left.
Go on now. Keep going.
Oh,
keep going.
Nice pass to
What a
Isak.
ball.
Barely.
On lanes.
Well defended, but that was very, very dangerous there.
That was real quality from Gordon, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Dropped that shoulder, then gone on the outside and just done a 180, and he was away.
And then Hall made the run to take the defender with him, and he had that gave him the ball on to Isak.
Yeah.
Just not quite executed. Very close.
It's nice to see Shaw play it simple.
I was going to say, nice to see Cher play it first time instead of Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between kind of confident and relaxed and lackadaisical, isn't there? Sometimes
certainly.
And there's a time to play the long ball, mate, isn't there? When you've got the press from the opposition and you've got the ability to beat the offside and the pace, then you can do them long balls.
Yeah. Well, Southampton making a couple passes here, a couple triangles. Aribo. Walker-Peters on the right now. Be careful. 2 men on him. Walker-Peters looking for an outlet. Tries to cross it with his left. Well done there, Lewis Hall. Be careful. Joe Linton to clean up the mess. Ball goes back to Southampton. Aribo now. All the way to the left side. Bellis. Aribo. Tonali right on him, though.
It's good.
Well done there. Forces him to pass it back. MacArthur has to hoof it.
Oof. Big dance. Straight in.
That's one.
Be careful. Alexander Isak with 2. Oof. He almost gets through. Back to Gordon now. Lewis Hall. No pressure whatsoever in Newcastle right now. Just taking the time, the Magpies. Guimaraes tries to get it through, but that's a poor decision, I believe.
Yeah.
Just keep it going, keep recycling the ball.
Well done there, Dan Burn. Oh, Dan Burn clashing there with Onuaku.
Oh, that's typical of what we've been doing against Bournemouth.
That's a bad giveaway there.
It's all right.
And the referee is going to call for a foul.
Shocking ball.
So now they're complaining to his teammates.
Good for him.
And the Saints are cheering on the stadium.
Come
9 minutes underway. Back to Walker-Peters. Armstrong.
Look at it.
With the lob, well done there by Dan Burn.
And Burn again. Rocking
Right.
the fence.
Walker-Peters. Dan Burn. Well done, Dan Burn. Be careful with the cross there. Oh, alone. And it is in, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. No defense. Dan Burn was out. Dan Burn was out, and obviously nobody that size can guard Bernarek alone for the header.
It's just so
and
simple.
Southampton is up 1-0.
Oh my God. I mean, there's plenty of time, you know what I mean? But there's
plenty of time, but you know, every goal obviously comes from an error. Something happens there, but this is by himself, man.
Not a challenge.
Where
is everybody? Dan Burn's there.
Dan Burn is there covering for Hall.
So somebody.
Where's J7?
Well, where's Shar? Shar needs to be.
Where's Shar and J7? Because obviously, if Dan Burn has to come out there, that's where
Shar is there. That's Shar's man. Look at Shar by himself, all the way on the right, on the right of your screen.
On the back post. It's shocking. Absolute shocking.
Somebody has to guard the tallest player on their attack. If Burn is not there, somebody has to be on it. Bernerick is a center back, man. Oh, that's not good. Poor in defense once again.
It came from a set piece, didn't it? They took a set piece shot and set everybody up there. So, like you say, you got to be switched on there. It's not just a regular crop.
I don't think you can say that. Well, it started with a set piece,
but that's why they put their men forward, and then they've played it short and they've stayed forward.
And I don't want to do revisionism, but Bernerick is just the right size for Botman. Just the right size for the man to be out there to guard him. Shar has defensive deficiencies. We know that.
Well, he has in the air, definitely.
Yeah.
But this is shocking, man. By himself.
Yeah. I mean, Tino did go with him, but the
but
size difference. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
He's never going to compete with that. He doesn't compete with people his own size, to be fair. So it is just poor. And again, this is what I'm saying. If you're moving players from your centre half out, and this is what I said about what we don't do sometimes with our movement up top. When you do that, you then have a chance of going 1-on-1. And somebody was mentioning in the chat the other day that Botman doesn't give us Dan Burn doesn't give us on an attacking sense. And sometimes I agree with that, but you don't get what we don't do is move their defensive players away from the target zones like Southampton have just done to us.
Well, Newcastle starting an uphill battle here. I mean, you could say we were the best team, but at the end of the day, it's about who scores. And unfortunately, Fabian Sherry wasn't up for the task. So Newcastle under pressure now, but we shall see what's going to happen. Be careful, Dubravka. Livramento.
Well done, sir.
Livramento carrying the ball up front. Livramento now is going to pass it to Lewis Hall. Going to give it to Gordon. Gordon 1-on-1.
Two fullbacks on the left wing.
Overlap, yeah, exactly. Overlap. There we go. Good intentions, but
poor ball, though.
the ball goes back. No, man. Poor pass there by Joe Linton, but
it was the right idea, but it was just overhit. And again, having that mess.
All right, there. You got a point there. You definitely got a point. Murphy, why is Murphy playing right back, man? Get up there.
Because Tino's not there. What? He's covering Tino, isn't he? Because Tino was on the left.
Oh, and now be careful. Now we're in a pickle, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonali's on the right back now.
Tonali is guarding. It's a right back. Armstrong with the shot. And Dubravka calms the waters. And Newcastle, after the goal, it's like psychologically, man, we just...
Yeah. That's a great ball.
Nice ball there. It's a little bit too long, though.
Yeah, just a bit too wide. That was straighter. That was perfect ball.
Yeah, good intentions, but obviously Dubravka couldn't do anything for the goal. That's clear. But this shot here, man,
Yeah, I mean, it was straight down Dubravka's throat. So I mean, you shouldn't. It would have been a different kettle of fish if it was in the corner, I would imagine.
Exactly.
As your man,
what was that?
Your man give it away, that.
Come on, man. Oh, wait, what do you want me to do, man? Dude, in midfield, he has to be a right back. He has to be.
No, but this is just symptomatic. That's 4 times now we've seen us give a ball away when it was an easy pass to make.
Well, I was telling them there. You know what I mean? You can see he's frustrated.
Yeah, Eddie Howe has a little bit of homework to do, certainly.
It's just
throwing now Walker Peters.
Well, I've created some good moments. Do you know what I mean? Or good moments in the final third. It's just you don't want to let
now we've stopped pressing.
Exactly, it's kind of affected us, hasn't it? And you don't want that to happen.
We don't have the ball anymore. Certainly, be careful, Armstrong with his left, just above the crossbar.
Armstrong's going to shoot at any opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you what, Armstrong is looking very busy right now.
Reinventing it.
So look at that, though. He took Tino for a dance.
Yeah, Cruyff turn there from Armstrong.
Yeah.
And now we are going along.
I don't mind that, but win the second ball, which we haven't done.
No, I don't mind going along either.
We should have done it more against Bournemouth. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Walker-Peters now on the right with a long pass. Well intercepted by Joe Linton. Lewis Hall. Back to Byrne. Fabian Schär.
First time. Oh, dilly. Look at him. That could have been there 10 seconds ago.
Livramento, 101. Be careful there. Isak is. Look. I mean, we're just all.
Then Isak.
Livramento, back to Isak. Isak, look well done there. Look at the dribbling. Look at the finesse. Look at the finesse. He's going to pass it to. He's going to pass it to Bruno.
Man. So many options.
Ball goes back to Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes and now Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall to Isak. Isak.
Let it go.
Isak looking for an option. Murphy with the. What was that? With the shot. It's going to be a corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is good. At least something positive came out of that one.
It's a good play.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Let's get to it, folks. Come on, hit the like button, folks. We got people joining. Let us know your opinion on the game right now. Hit the like button.
Come on, seconds.
Oh, there we go. Armstrong now hoofing it all the way to Newcastle side. Martin Dubravka is going to play that in the midfield. Be careful. Tino. Now the Magpies on the right side of the pitch. Gordon's begging for it. Sandro Tonali. Livramento. Dan Byrne now going to play with Fabian Schär, who they have inverted, it seems like, for a second.
What's that?
Southampton aren't interested when the ball's in our half, though, are they now?
Yeah. Well, you can expect that because they already got what they wanted.
Why have these two switched over?
And then sure, Dan Byrne is on the right, Schär is on the left. They have inverted for some reason, and then we got Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno to Murphy. And that's going to be another corner for Newcastle United.
Saying it was a poor ball, and it was a poor ball. Simple ball up the line there for Murphy to run onto.
Bournemouth 1, Forest 0, Liverpool 1, Ipswich 0.
Yeah, as expected.
That should be a goal fest for Liverpool, Ipswich.
Corner kick for the Magpies. We got to capitalize. Everybody's got their man. Corner into the box.
What's a good
Bruno
one.
There. With the back of his head. That's going to be another corner.
That's 5
I said 2-1 yesterday, 2 days ago, so on track for that. 2-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, but we just aren't having enough shots, though, mate. That's the worry.
I'm joking there, and that's
a corner. Lewis Hall into the box. Lewis Hall tripping. Be careful, the goalkeeper MacArthur. McCarthy. No issues there for the old man.
Yeah, it's too floated. He's got to zip them in if he's going to go back post like that.
Yeah.
It is amazing when you got Dan Byrne, we don't make the most of that, do we?
No, he's 6'6". He never looks like winning anything, does he?
To be honest, if you think about it, with Byrne and Botman, if you use those two, why it's like the Twin Towers, man.
Two tanks.
Why couldn't we have a game plan for those two to be utilized?
Well, that was really noticeable away to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Like anything they threw in the box, Byrne and Botman there, but going forward in the corners.
It's noticeable watching them too. Like Byrne is 6'6", but I tell you, Botman is not short from that.
In horrible ball hole.
Bad pass in there. Be careful now. Down here with the cross in there. Bad cross, so Livermento's going to get it. Well done there. Lucky to be finding that's going to be a foul
referee.
right
It's
there.
got to be
Referee.
yellow. It's got to be yellow. It's got to be the
Yeah,
first one.
referee looking to get a yellow there to pull his yellow card. There we go.
Yeah. It's clear and obvious, that one.
Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's a whack right there. Right to the left ankle. The only thing Burn does from corners and free kicks is leave us exposed at the back, says Beer Wagon. Why do we not having that, man?
You know what? Yeah.
We've certainly got to have a little bit more. Like I say, they've dropped off us on the 18-yard box now, and what you've seen from J7, obviously having the shots, we've got to see from a few more. I think again we've gone back to that. You have a go, Deutsch, you have a go. I think somebody's got to take the bull by the horns and have a go at something.
Tonali, Bruno with an outlet. Bruno with an opening. The pass to Isak. Isak, that's not a penalty.
Penalty, ref.
Newcastle looking for a penalty. He's saying a corner. He's saying it's a corner.
Yeah, well, VAR look at this. Don't worry.
Well, that certainly looked like a penalty there. Let's take a look at it closely.
It didn't look like anywhere near the ball to me.
There we go. He's got the ball.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that one. Isak is definitely calling. Maybe this will be a good angle here. Yeah, definitely. Hey, he does not touch the ball at all.
No,
he does not. That's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. He doesn't touch the ball at all.
Yeah.
He literally crosses his leg.
And he also pulled him back.
So VAR, yeah, it looks like VAR are taking a pause at this, taking a look. VAR is taking a look at it right now. There we go. This is what they see. That is a penalty. That is a penalty and a half right there. Look at that. That's a penalty.
Thing is, even if he got the ball, he got the man first.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He tackled the player. He didn't get the ball at all. But it was that touch there. Look, see, that's what gets me. Did he catch the ball there? But when having looked at the replay, there was no touch of the ball whatsoever.
Well, there we go. I mean, this is a clear penalty to me.
Yeah, he stamps on his foot as well.
Stop.
It literally looks like he's just stopped the play there.
Exactly.
Look, see there.
Zach gets the ball first. Actually, I think.
No, he doesn't. I mean? He doesn't touch the ball. He stops the player, and I think that to me is a clear.
Well, Isak was about to shoot.
He stamps.
Isak was about to shoot with his right. There you go, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty right there.
That's a penalty all day.
I don't know why they have to keep looking at this. To be fair, they're obviously not Newcastle fans, are they?
No.
Penalty all day.
That's got to be a penalty, mate.
Come on.
Or they are gonna. I'm sure they're. Yeah, they're gonna go to.
He's
They're
going to
gonna go to the telly.
Oh, he's gonna have a look.
They're gonna go watch it at the telly.
So that's obvious. That's obvious. There's something there.
Normally, in Aribo having a conversation. Go on,
If you
Tim.
go to the screen, normally it's given, isn't it?
Yeah. But a lot of people complain and say that the referees don't have the, what it takes to just say no, it's not. You know what I mean? Obviously not in this situation, but.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point.
Yeah, we had one now the other day, didn't we? It was the first one in the history of VAR to actually go with his original decision on the field, even though he was asked to go and have a look at the screen. He didn't think there was enough in it to change his mind in the first place.
And there's like a tiny nick, and it's not enough, but they just feel have to go along with.
Yeah, certainly that as well. That is a penalty. Come on, man.
There's no movement of the ball there. That is just taking the player out.
He didn't touch the ball at all.
Really, like, this is what I don't. It's overkill. Do you know what I mean? Over analysis, like.
Yeah,
penalty.
It is a penalty, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
Southampton's manager is going to have to spit his gum out to get a new one.
Yeah, we've still got to.
24 minutes. We're going to have to add like 5 minutes extra.
I'm going to say,
20,
how long did that take?
22:20 when it happened, so that's 2 minutes.
Come on, man.
Come on, Isak.
Come on. Alexander Reese is going to be on it? Yes, he is. The sniper.
Come on, Isak. Show me the money.
12 yards away. Alexander Isak versus MacArthur. MacArthur versus Isak. Alexander. Anderson.
Get in!
Yes!
Come on! Now let's have some.
Give me a strike from Sweden. He's a centre forward and he plays in attack.
Hey.
Give me a striker from Sweden. First name's Alexander and his last name's Isaac. Come on!
That was quality, that.
That is finesse.
Quality.
Finesse to his best. And by the way, the announcer saying it's a poor decision. They really don't know what the hell they're talking about. According to people in the chat, that the announcers are saying that it's a poor decision. It shouldn't have been a penalty.
Don't get us wrong. I think they do give penalties where it's like 50-50, and it's like, come on, let's stop trying to look for one little nick. But that there is a clear. He's clearly taken out. So I don't know how you can argue against that one.
It seems silly, doesn't it, to even contemplate that it wasn't. I don't know what the reason. The only thing I could look at is what took them so long to make that decision.
Exactly. They're saying, well, it's not everything goes your way. Are you mad? Like, this commentary is unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Anyways.
Absolute bonkers.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen. 26 minutes, almost 27 underway here at St. Mary's.
Well done, Tino.
Well done. If Fabian is going to look for Tonali. Tino back now to Bruno. Murphy with a long pass to Isak, I guess.
He just tried to put that round the corner for Bruno, didn't he?
And they're looking for a foul there, Alexander Isak. Alexander, as they say in Sweden.
We'll get that second.
Southampton now back with the ball.
But we're still not pressing the way we were in the first 5 minutes. We are now. Yeah, there we go.
A little bit. Walker Peters. Heavily
there
guarded
we go,
there.
There we go. Press. And back to the keeper. Well done.
He's going to have to hoof at MacArthur.
Yeah.
And that's what we're not winning. Just that get that big guy there.
Be careful there. Now there's a battle there.
Come on,
that's what I want to see.
Onuaku. He comes away with it.
Yeah, there you go. But it was a good battle to see. Onuaku versus Dan Burn. Two giants having a battle there. Another ball to Alexander Isak. Playing it with Bruno. Give my eyes.
And it's my man Murphy.
Bruno. Ball back to Tonali. Lewis Hall.
Get it over, Lewis.
You should whip it now.
Isak. Alexander. Nice pass to Bruno. Isak! Oh, mercy. Woo! Bit out of nowhere.
Oh, that's beautiful
goodness.
movement, that. Beautiful movement.
Quality.
That is proper. Look at that.
Let the back heel there.
Oh, my goodness. And that shot, solid.
It's a shame it was straight down his throat, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Anything else in the corners, it was a goal.
Nothing but reflections from MacArthur just to save his life in the last second. Poof. I tell you, he would have been whacked in the head with that.
Oh, yeah.
But Newcastle looking a little bit different now.
Isak on 16 goals now.
Yep, just too shy from Mo Salah and Erling Haaland.
Go on.
Well done, Murphy. Alexander Isak. Wow, what a pass.
Touch out of his feet there.
My goodness
Sensational
gracious.
ball, that.
1-0
Wow.
down.
Oh, my goodness.
Sensational ball.
Man, and I tell you what, calm, cool, and collected. Alexander Isak in pressure. I mean, that pressure right there to be in front of goal, to define. Look at that. And I tell you what, Murphy, what a pass, man.
I'll tell you something there. That is a quality ball from Murphy.
Yeah, it is. Beer Viking, you got to admit it. You got to admit it, Murphy.
It is, because if we sign a right winger...
Yeah, Viking, what do you say about that?
Because if he took another touch, you would have been offside. So it was an absolutely perfect ball. With pace as well.
But I tell you what,
first touch out of his feet.
And that is Thierry Henry like definition right there, man.
Yeah.
Leaning his body to the left and just, man, unbelievable. Calm, cool, and collected, Mr. Alexander Isak.
Ice Isak.
And now we say he was 2 goals away, and now he's only 1.
Indeed. Hat trick, we reckon.
Another 3,000. Kenny says another 3,000 pound Isak shirt incoming, because they gave away their last hat trick shirt for 3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, the auction, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gordon with a long pass to Alexander. I don't know if he's offside or not, but Alexander. 101. Trying to look for a cross. Ball back to. Was that a handball? Yeah, it could have been. Gordon. Joe Linton is offside, though, isn't it? No, he's not. Oh, Joe Linton with a shot.
He's offside.
It was the offside, my God. But the referee, but the Iron didn't raise his flag up.
No, I think they'll wait for the end of the play, don't they?
Man, but that shot right there.
I mean, it might have been on. You never know. It's,
his body.
Have a look.
Let's take a look. Yeah, he's off. But look at the shot, though.
Yeah, great turn, actually.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Random Access, for the kind membership gifted, and that's going to Jake Ford. Thank you, Random. Appreciate it, mate.
I've got to say, like, if we sign a right winger, right, and they did what Murphy did there, you'd be saying, there you go, that's the quality that we need. And I'm not saying we shouldn't sign a right winger, obviously. I think we should. But you've got to give Murphy all the credit.
Murphy continues his purple patch, much to Beer Viking's chagrin.
Yeah, be careful there. Now, how quickly have things turned around for the Saints in their own backyard? Dan Burn and Gordon. Lewis Hall.
This is it. See, we're going to one touch almost now again.
Oh, there you go.
Excellent.
Oh, be careful.
But a sloppy ball again.
But it's faster tempo, like you say. It's better.
That's a 5-yard pass by Gordon. No, that shouldn't be in the set.
Oh, Tonali. Goodness, what a quality there. Unexpected pass, and, unfortunately, given away at the end.
Certainly didn't show you the crowd, the Southampton fans, as it did on their first goal, did it? When our second goal went in.
No, it certainly didn't.
Must be depressing being a Southampton fan this season, that's for sure. Seeing your side.
I swear, man. Well, they might go down, They might go down. There's just a team that goes up and down, if anything, so they're kind of used to this. There we go, Murphy. Back to Isak. Alexander. The shoot. Oh, wow. Blocked red by MacArthur. Alexander with another opportunity for a hat trick there.
Yeah, he did well as well to keep it down.
Lewis Hall now. Lewis Hall giving away there now. Be careful. Joe Linton can't get it, but the ball is going back to Newcastle. Dan Burn.
Look how deep they are, though, now. You see, this is the difference now. By playing out, you've pushed them so far back. Anything now in the final third, he seemed to be going to a Newcastle player.
There's a foul there by Oguchu. Ugochukwu. My goodness.
Good luck on that one.
I tell you what, these guys left me in the ship sinking, man. These guys, I tell you what.
I'm glad you're doing the commentary, not me.
Ugochukwu. There we go. Come on, man. I've been trying to avoid him for a while now.
Yeah. We'll just talk about something else when he gets the ball. Come on.
Be careful. Isak. Murphy looking for it. Oh, nice. Right there by Bruno, but I think he might be offside, though. But
yeah, I think he could be. Fabian again. Furthest forward bloody player. Well done, Jason.
Oh, goodness. Fernandez. Mighty when you missed it, man.
What did I miss?
You missed Oguchugu.
He did better that time, Chris.
I did better there. You go.
You did, mate. Yeah. You had time to think about it there, though.
Oh, now it's back at him again. We'll talk about something else when Oguchugu hits the ball. Oh, my goodness. Chris Helens' hat-trick coming today. One more goal. Certainly capable of doing that. Alexander Isak. Bree now on the right side for the Saints. Walker Peters with the ball, heavily guarded by Lewis Miley. Be careful. The pass inside, then Burn.
Liverpool 2-0.
Wow.
Bournemouth still beating Forest.
That's what I want.
Yep.
You're never going to beat them where he's from Blythe.
As it stands, we're 3 points behind Forest with a better goal difference.
Come on, Zeno.
Oh, there we go now.
We've got them to play at home.
Bruno Guimaraes to Isak. Well done, Alexander Isak. Goodness gracious.
He's getting involved far more, you know. In
Isak with the pass there to nobody. That was.
Gordon, I don't think Gordon read it. It was the right ball because Gordon had done that lovely run on the outside, but he just carried on going on the outside. If he'd have angled his run a little bit more,
Lewis
he was
Hall.
on that ball.
Not Lewis Miley. Did I say Lewis Miley? Lewis Hall, yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's better. Dan Burn.
Dan Burn versus
Much better.
Mr.
If you can't beat them, nudge them out of the way.
I can say that one. Onuaku. And by the way, Onuaku seems taller than Burn, man.
Yeah, he does. He looks a beast, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Two giants just going.
He's not very clever with his feet, but he's certainly muscles.
Yeah.
Like you say, Gary, though, I think Burns got that nous, hasn't he? To just give that nudge here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Ball
Be
by
careful.
Shea.
Oh, flag is up, though. Flag is up. Ooh. Flag is up.
That was a vicious shot as well. It was a great shot.
Flag is up? What was the flag up for?
I think he's just a little bit too far up.
Yeah, right
just
there,
look.
No, he
I don't know.
He was.
Behind. That would have been a good.
He was, man.
I would have looked at that and give it.
Left shoulder was offside. He was leaning.
It's irrelevant as it happens, but I think that would have been given.
It certainly would have been looked at, I think, if the goal had gone in.
Yeah, true.
The shot had gone in.
38 minutes away. It feels like we played the whole game already, man.
It does.
My goodness. And there's a battle there on the right side. Livramento now having a little go with two players.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, 6 attempts, 4 on target. That's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's back up to 1 behind Salah now.
Yeah, just the one.
Oh, great.
Bruno with the pass to Gordon. Lewis Hall is going.
Roll them out. There you go.
Cutting inside. Gordon. The pass to Bruno. Guimaraes. Oh, poor execution on that one.
Shot away there, someone.
Yeah, in two minds, wasn't he? To have a go or whether to try and take Murphy.
He was caught between a rock and a hard place.
Well, there's Matt Letitia for you, Win.
That's easy.
What they call him?
Who's the commentator?
Martin Tyler.
What they call him again?
Martin Tyler.
Martin Taylor, yeah.
Martin Taylor, yeah. What is the first name you said? Mala what?
Martin
Taylor.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No.
Okay, you said it too
Quite a
fast,
long
maybe.
name. Like you.
Yeah, I think you said it too fast, sounding different. That's easy. I was about to say that's easy for
Martin.
you to say. Easier than Oguchu Wuku. Uguchu Kuwu.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave that alone, man. I'm glad he doesn't play for Newcastle. I'll tell you that. Can you imagine? What's his first name? Though we need what his first name, man. Mr. Leslie. Oh, that's easy enough.
Oh, that's easy enough. We're going to call him Leslie.
Leslie, man. We're gonna call Leslie Ugo. There we go. The Saints now trying to do something there with Walker Peters on the right. The nice overlap by Bree.
Cover.
But Walker Peters been busy. They were actually looking a lot more dangerous when they were playing with Armstrong.
And they seem to have blocked that channel out a little bit more, haven't they? With they've gone back to the old 5-4-1 system where we're defending.
Yep.
I think that's a bit of a mismatch with Shaw and what's his name?
Well, be careful. There's a bit of a nutmeg there, but Bruno gets the ball back. Bruno Guimaraes now playing with Joe Linton. Joe Linton back to Bruno, a little bit too long, and J7 hasn't been accurate with his passes, man.
Again, that was just a poor ball.
Going back to what Tim said about the qualities not always there.
Yeah, but I also think that you've got to look at that there. And I keep saying Mr. One Speed, which is Bruno, has got no acceleration. So unless you're playing into his stride, he's never going to get those challenges. Slow and stop.
Southampton back on the right side. Bree now with Walker Peters on the right for Southampton. Bree with the cross. Be careful. Well done there by Fabian Scher.
Unchallenged, mind.
Unchallenged, yeah. Well, now Southampton back has the.
Now we're push. Go on.
That's
well
better.
done.
Well done there, but that's going to be a foul there.
Bruno
being held back, Bruno.
Yet again.
It's not a bad thing if they come forward with the ball and we can get in our shape and nick it off them and break, get that space.
That's the difference, though, isn't it? You know, you look at the way we break now. It's individual players that will break at certain points, rather than where before we used to just go and try and close the space as a unit. It's individual. One will go, then the other person will see a potential pass, and then they'll go. And it's like a knock-on effect. It's like dominoes. Everybody triggers at certain points.
Well, Tonali.
Looking for big DB.
Looking for Byrne. The ball's going back to Gordon. There's going to be a flag. Flag is up for some reason.
That was Dan Byrne. He was standing in an offside position from the start. Can't stand in an offside position if you're going to compete for the ball.
Yeah. Hit the like button,
down
folks.
to 10 men versus Wolves, apparently.
Yep, that's what it seems like.
Who?
Arsenal.
Other? Interesting.
Oh, give the ball away again. Joe Linton, man.
It's terrible.
Well, maybe it's time for a bit of a wake-up call then and get J7 off for Miley.
Well, do you think that's going to happen?
I could have told you that one.
The only thing you've got to be careful of there is what you'll make is two position changes, because it'll be Bruno that sits in the J7 slot.
Well, be careful now with that lucky shot.
That's true, like Gary, I know what you mean.
So for me, I again, this is what I don't want, or it'll be Willett comes on.
Why?
Because Miley doesn't play in that position.
Could he not play left there?
No, just a straight swap.
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying, but Eddie doesn't play Miley in that left midfield position. He always plays him either as centre or right side midfield.
Yeah, you could give it a try though.
Oh, you could. I'm not saying you wouldn't, but you definitely. I don't think you will. That's what I'm saying. We all know what Eddie Howe's like.
I don't think Eddie's going to make any changes at all. So,
no.
So, until the 60th minute, to be fair. So, I mean, especially winning. But anyways, Mr. 25 with the ball there. Leslie. Certainly not having the ball right now as much as we used to when we were down or drawn. So
seems to be on this very pretty pile ale, which seemed to be my lucky one, because when I opened this one, we scored 2 goals.
Get another one up.
The trouble is, these are beers from around the world, so I've only got one. I'm reluctant to get rid of this one now.
Be careful with the crossing. Well done there by Dubravka. Be careful. Tony.
Come on. That's it.
Yeah, there we go.
Tell you what, they have bloody sensitive effects makes them put on the pitch, don't they?
Oh, be careful of that. I just hope Joe Linton didn't stamp on this guy's shin. Because they might look for an option to... VAR might look for something here.
Looked a bad one.
It did look a little bit high, didn't it?
Let's take a look at it again, because I tell you what, VAR will...
His first touch.
Ooh!
It's on the... I mean, his foot's on the ground.
Yeah.
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
Potential yellow.
But
you can't revisit a yellow card.
No, they can't VAR yellow.
No, they won't VAR yellow card, but it wasn't malicious.
No.
Again, it was just his heavy touch, wasn't it?
As we look at Nick Pope there. The man of many teeth. Will he start the next? Only 3 minutes, by the way. What? That penalty was like 5 alone, man.
No, it was 2 minutes, as I said. It was the incident happened at 22:20, and the penalty 24:30.
There we go. Lewis Hall now with the ball on the left for the Magpies. Heavily guarded there by 2 men of Southampton's. There we go. Good fight there, Lewis Hall.
Disappointed somebody wasn't going there to help.
Should be all over now then.
Well, that should be
first
it.
half.
Ooh, Everton 1-0 up with Brighton.
Ooh.
It is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United beating Southampton away at St. Mary's. It started as a promising night for the Saints, but then Newcastle quickly busting that bubble. Alexander Isak especially with 2 very, very good goals. Well, lads, what do you think about today's performance so far? Mighty win, what's your thoughts?
Very happy with the way things are going. Very happy. I thought it was sloppy letting them get the first goal, but the 5 minutes before that, or whatever, 7 minutes, we had, 3 corners in the first 6 minutes or something. And then they came away, Dan was taken off his station for the call for Hall, which if he hadn't done, it would have been in before that. So he did a good defensive job there, but that left the middle of our box empty, and Shea just wasn't up to the job.
All right. What do you think?
Then the reaction to it was excellent, and again, once we started the high press, we reaped the rewards.
All right. What do you think, Tim?
I agree. I mean, I think when we went 1-0 down initially, the first few minutes, I think it did rattle us a little bit because we started really well. And I think you could see they came out with a point to prove. We had a lot of good play around their box. But then it kind of went flat a bit. and you wonder about, his just confidence. You're thinking, oh my God, here we go, going 1-0 down. But no, like once we're up the pace and playing it fast around their box, up in the tempo up in there, in the final third, our quality then kind of told, didn't it? And then once we got the penalty in the second, we looked a lot more confident. So it's ours to lose, isn't it? It's in the bag. We've got the quality. Clearly, you can see when we go forward and put a few passes together and work those patterns of play, then the goals are there for us. We just need to switch on at the back, like we didn't do for their goal.
Yeah. Who was the guy that fouled? So there's a question here. James Cuff. Who's the guy that fouled J7? I think J7 fouled him. I don't think he fouled J7, but it was maybe Onuaku. Maybe the
big lad up front.
The big, exactly. Interested by Brent because it puts things into perspective. See, we're here to give you what Chris says. Chris, I threw a chocolate ice cream at you from a bus and shouted at you in the tune last week. Did you? No way. If you did, well, I didn't see the ice cream anywhere around me. So you're
no, we'd have picked it up and ate it, wouldn't we, mate?
Exactly. Just do this, man. That's one good thing that Catholics we have against you, man. We just throw food and pick it up and do that, and we're good.
3-0 Liverpool now.
Yeah. But Brent has a good. But actually, dwell a little bit on that, Chris Hellens, because if it was true, I'd like to know. Where was it? No, you didn't, though, I'm sure. But Brent, he brings up a good point, though, because, we're here to do, actually, analysis for the fans. Mighty Win is the only cheerleader here that just gets drunk.
I agree with what Brent's saying there.
But Brent says, not great in his opinion, good attacking, but poor passing and allowing them too much possession. This is, by the way, the worst team in the Premier League. So, what do you guys think about that statement right there by Brent?
Well, there's more than one player. There's 4 or 5 players been guilty of misplacing 5-yard balls under no pressure, with options. Albeit 2 of them that I can think of, had they come off, would have resulted in big chances. But that's no excuse for it, really. You should be able to pass a ball 5 yards.
Yeah, well, Jolint has been really, really bad at that today. Don't know why, really, but he's just been.
I don't know about just A7. I mean, Tonali misplaced 1, Bruno's misplaced 2. Paul is misplaced 2, really bad one.
You just said Tonali misplaced 1. Okay.
No?
You had to point that out. I mean, players just can't just let one go.
Because it's multiple culprits.
No, but Joe Linda's been the culprit, the main one, out of giving balls away. I mean, you can see it.
He's giving away twice, to my knowledge.
Charlotte wants us to answer this. Who's the next Papi Cisse this season?
Well,
that's obviously Isaac, isn't it?
Isaac, you're going to say. Who I think he's way better than Papi Cisse.
Of course.
He was amazing for the first 6 months, and then he forgot the offside rule after that.
Offside rule, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, he didn't run after that, mate. That was the thing. He thought the game only lasted 6 months.
Yeah. Magpie Massive TV, welcome to the channel, mate. It says, I don't know if you're a YouTuber, let us know so we can collaborate. You can come on the show and have your say. But says that pass by Murphy was so nice. It certainly was, man. That is vision at its best. I don't know if he'll do it again, but that doesn't matter. That was one hell of an assist by Murphy. And that goal in itself, man, just the way Isak is just so calm. The pressure, man. The game is moving in miles per hour, and he's just calm and collected. Unbelievable, Tim.
And this is the thing, are we going to keep him if we don't get Champions League football? Can you say it? He's so good. Do you know what I mean? He could play for most teams. You can see his quality, his skills, and he'd slot in most teams. So, this is what I was saying before. I'm kind of weighing up where we are and what we do, because if we don't get Champions League, then I can imagine him saying, look, I kind of want to go to a Champions League club, and we get loads of money for him, so we can rebuild from there. But it's a difficult one.
Well, it's difficult. If we get Champions League, we're good, though.
Oh, I agree. And don't get us wrong. We've got a good team, and we might well get Champions League. Like you're saying, Gary, 5th place. I didn't realise that looks.
It's looking strong at the minute. I'm not saying it's going to be there at the end of the season because the English teams still have to maintain what they're doing in in Europe. But I mean, for me, I'm going to ask you guys a question because this is sometimes where I get a little bit. I don't know as a fan. I look at our squad as a whole. How many of our squad, and I want you to be honest, not just wear black and white, would get into the likes of the Liverpool side? Would get into Man City side?
I think
would get into Arsenal side?
Isak Tonali, and that's about it. I don't even know if Bruno would. Man. Bruno would fight for it.
I think Cole and Gordon would.
Wow, look cool.
So if you can only mention 2 players, what are we expecting from the lesser players regarding ability-wise?
On top of Isak and Bruno.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I think we because of the last couple of seasons where we've done so well and we have done absolutely amazing, we're still playing with a lot of, and I'll say it, Stevie Bruce era players within the squad, not playing on the field, but within the squad. And very, as we speak, very immature players. You look at Tino. He's had a really bad injury. He's really second season back in full-time football in the Premier League. So he's still running behind. I've never been an absolute massive fan of Tino, if I'm honest. He always looks a little bit clumsy and awkward for me. But I think there could be something there. But again, you look at it, and when I look at our entire squad, it's a collective game. So you're always going to have players that aren't really up to form, aren't always going to give you the final thing. When we come together as a collective, as we've done previously, we've looked absolutely amazing. But when you actually break it right down, there's very few individuals that would get into any of the top 4 sides.
Well,
the big teams. Well, you can disagree, but what I'm saying to you is you look at our form as we speak, right? Well, I mean, take Arsenal out of the equation because we know Arsenal would be looking at at least Gordon and Isak up top. But when you look at their midfield, I mean,
you look at their fullbacks as well. They're struggling like hell for fullbacks. They're ditching between Shevchenko and Tierney.
But see, to me, we're missing the point. The main thing is, I don't think the question should be about our starting because I think our starting 11 could most could fight in other teams, top teams. The problem is we don't have the same quality on the bench that they do.
That they do, exactly.
I agree with the bench.
Yeah. And that is the main difference.
At least 5.
To what Tim
anybody would want.
To what Tim was saying about because I was on the bog when I was watching.
Too much info.
But he was saying that might be the difference with City and Chelsea, that they do have the quality to fall back on. Now, they also got European football, which we don't. So that, I guess you can balance things out. But at the end of the day, they do got quality, man. They got quality.
Yeah, but we've seen the quality come on from Man City, but actually produce very little.
Yeah,
they're on about
this
offloading.
This particular season, but every other season they have.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem for them is Alvarez, isn't it? Not replacing Alvarez.
Exactly, Tim.
No, the biggest problem for them is losing Rodri.
Well, that could be as well.
That's true. But in other positions, like Bakhti, we've been linked with him, haven't we? The right winger. And he's a player who can't get in Man City's side. And he's a player we're looking at. So I think Man City have got a bit more in that way, where they bring the likes of him off the bench. I do think that is the main. I mean, don't get us wrong, they have got better first 11s as well, probably. But I think with Arsenal, for example, when you look at them, I don't think it's an absolute massive gap with our 11 in their 11, especially when you factor in Isak. But like we've said, and like we've all said, it's coming off the bench. I mean, if we got a right winger, the way Murphy's playing now, if you had that Murphy and a new right winger, that's two.
Exactly.
And,
because
like I said,
sorry, mate, go
on. Just like if you got Miley, I think can potentially compete, and if you got another centre midfielder with some real quality, then I think you can mix up that 5 with maybe a youth player coming in and make it 6, who can rotate and change games if we need to change it. So, I mean, I do think that Man City and Chelsea, like I said, I would say they're probably going to be ahead of us at the end of the season. But like, I know what you're saying, Gary. Like, I think it's about perspective, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. In that, I think if we get Europa League football, on the face of it, that's a good season. I think after last season.
Absolutely.
So it's more a case of kind of knowing the knock-on effect of that. You've got to take that, and you've got to applaud that, but be conscious of that may not be enough to keep at least Isaac, and you've got to use that money then and invest it wisely. And it's that balance of, do we go for a jugular now while we've got a chance of that 5th place, or do we be sensible? And I can see both sides. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one.
Shout out to Rafa Dzeko, who just became a member. Was gifted a membership. Now he's using his emojis.
Absolutely.
There you
Crazy,
go, man. You use your emojis, brother. And consider please renewing your membership. It's always good. Help us out. Let's go with some comments here. Some star comments about some people. John Boy says Bruno, Joelinton, Gordon, Holt, and Ali. These would all get minutes in top teams. Exactly. And Charlotte says, who do you think we would get the transfer window? In which club do you think? Huh? I'm kind of lost there with the question.
She's asking what player you would bring in, I think.
Well, I mean, I think we're just missing 2 players: a right wing, a proper right wing, and then.
I mean, there's strong talk about Yilmaz, isn't there? Massive talk about him still being a potential on that right-hand side.
Oh, Carlo Inez says Magpie Massive TV. There we go. Says, Chris, I'm going to try to build this channel slowly, but I launched it once I get everything sorted. I would love to come on. Yeah, man. Yeah, come on. Always willing to help out.
Chris.
Yeah, what was that?
Sorry, Matt. Just in response to that question about who to get in, for me, the ideal player would be Semedo from Bournemouth, because he can play left and right. So he gives you... Semenyo, sorry. Yeah. He'd give you that.
As he put weight on.
He looks a bit more muscular, doesn't he?
He was a bit of a unit, wasn't he?
Yeah, a bit of a beast.
I said it in the first game we played against Bournemouth. He was an absolute unit, man. And I guarantee you, he's not as expensive as Mbeumo.
Yeah, because he's not as good.
No, he is as good. He's as good. See, mate. Yeah, go on.
No, sorry. I think with them playing left and right, you've got added options there. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't mind. I think having an option where you've got a winger going on the outside as well, with them being right-footed on the right. I do like the balance of having somebody go on the outside on one side and somebody coming inside on the other. If Gordon, for example, isn't playing well left, you can put him. You can put Semedo on the left, and I rate Bonds. Do you know what I mean? That's another conversation. But if I'm sitting here, Joe Public, that's who I'd go for. But these people are paid thousands to identify players that we can't see.
We can't see, exactly. So,
exactly.
I agree with you. I mean, the one thing I like about Semenyo is he plays similar in both sides. His game doesn't seem to drop. Where when we've got like Barnes or even Gordon on the right-hand side, you very rarely see them.
Exactly.
Well, that's frustrating for me, because I think Gordon's got all the attributes to play right, and for whatever reason, it hasn't panned out that way. He hasn't had a long run there when I think he should have had a long run earlier in the season. But he's got the attributes, he's got the pace, he can put the good cross in. I don't know if it's a reluctance to go down the outside for whatever reason, but it is frustrating.
All right, well, we're second half underway, ladies and gentlemen, here at St. Mary's. A lot of empty seats, man. What's going on with the...
you can get a point.
Still getting the points.
Season ticket. You can probably get a season ticket at Southampton Mighty Win if you're interested.
No, I'll leave that to the X.
Be back in a second, guys.
Yeah, no worries, mate. All right, so there we go. Well, that's a foul according to the referee there, according to the I-man, on by Sandro Tonali. But looks like he's got to go back to the office after this game. Free kick now for Southampton. Score is 2-1, ladies and gents. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We need people on this channel. We need new people. Come on. share with all your Newcastle fans.
A
yellow card?
What's that?
The yellow card is going to the Southampton assistant manager, maybe. Assistant coach.
I think you might have been asking for a...
He must have been asking for...
Because Tonali did get him halfway up the shin.
I don't blame them. Like, it might have been a yellow.
Be careful there. Southampton looking for an option. Alexander Isak getting away there. Murphy.
Well done.
Murphy. And now Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Lewis Hall. Back to Gordon. Gordon looking for somebody.
Simple pass.
Bruno Gordon. Now Fabian Schär.
That's interesting.
Livramento. Tonali. Bruno. Back to Tonali. Tonali. Nice and lovely there. And now Murphy. Murphy, he's going to score.
On the right wing now.
Did you just notice Sandro Tonali, what he did with his body? He literally...
Yeah, it was beautiful.
With his body, not even with the ball. He faked the opponent with his body. I mean, who can do that, man? It's unbelievable. It's all about body language, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, body language. Joe Linton. No changes, by the way, for Newcastle at all. It's funny, I got this keychain on my hand the whole match. Like I'm using it like a rosary almost, man. I got it on my hand like it's gonna do something. But it's a comfort thing, man. It's like a fidget, whatever you call it, to keep kids calm.
Stress relief, is it, Chris?
Yeah, man. I needed to be. I needed with dealing with mighty wind, man. I swear to God.
There's Tonali coming across.
Yeah, well done. See, the Tonali, man, guarding the space. Well done. But now, be careful. Livramento's going to get to it. Well done, Tino Livramento, with a nice sweeping tackle there.
Corner or a throw?
Might be. Is it a corner? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a corner. Oh, you got a yellow card, Thornton. One of their coaches.
Look at that. That might be that guy is just probably an inch taller.
Yeah, he looks taller than
Onuaku.
6'7". Jesus.
Man. Be careful, Dubravka there for the Poncho! What a save! Whoa. That is a... Man, and I tell you what, that was a mistake by Pope, and then he fixes it with an unbelievable...
Not Pope.
By Dubravka, so Dubravka. I think that was a mistake. I think he made a mistake on coming out like that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was. He wasn't strong enough.
And then,
it was a class save.
Good reaction.
That's just... Man.
Yeah, it's difficult coming through a bunch of bodies. You know, he gets his hand on it, but he actually just pushes it up in the air rather than punches it clear.
That was point blank right there.
Come on now.
And there we go, Dubravka. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Hands and kneesy, 1, 2, 3-zy.
There you go. But that first one, that was point blank, man. Short distance, unbelievable by Dubravka.
Come on, boys.
We need another one, don't we? Do you know what I mean?
Man. And again.
J7's just so sloppy at the minute, isn't he?
J7's having a stinker.
Yeah, J7 is shocking at this game.
Just holds on to it for just a little bit too long. I mean, Southampton are just happy just to play around their own box, but then obviously we're more than happy for them to do that because that's just not going to get them goals, is it?
Yep. Dubravka, Livramento.
That's nice.
Well done. Fabian Schär is going to look for an option there. Right to Isak. Well done there by Bernarek.
Great Tonali again.
Oh, look at that, Sandro Tonali. Here we go, Sandro Tonali. Tonali!
Fantastic football! That is quality! That is
Sandro, ole. Oh,
What a
come
goal.
on, get in, man, get in. Wow. If that's not a counter attack. Oh, look at that.
He drinks Moretti. He hates Scotland.
Look at that. Unbelievable. And I tell you what, man, cold-blooded as well.
That's great. I mean, that's great. That is great vision
That
and
is,
follow-up.
man, Lewis Hull with the vision internally, calm, cool, and collected.
Oh, he did the eyes to the keeper, didn't he?
As smooth
He
as
just
the
follows
back
the
of
ball.
spoon.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Stunning
Alone,
movement.
he knew what he had to do. And
Gives the
bang.
eyes, bang.
As smooth as the back of the spoon, man.
Yeah. Goes to the far corner, then just drops the shoulder into the knee.
Look, he's telling them, I'm going to... Oh,
yeah. Have me a bit of that.
I said he uses his body as a distraction, man.
Yeah, it's stunning. He opens himself up as if he's shaping up for the far post, doesn't he? Look, just there. Bang.
Aye.
I'll have that into the inside post. Wow, great goal.
Really class act today tonight.
But you look at that. I mean, he's driven from
That's
the
mighty
centre.
That's the mighty win in the stands. He's with a beard, though.
You only saw that when they zoomed in.
My goodness. And
superb.
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tonali is making it quite difficult now for the Saints.
Oh, great.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Oof. MacArthur just in time.
Yeah, that's it. They're all over the shop now at the minute.
Yeah.
And the referee is calling for something there.
Offside. See, I love it when Hall's just free running because he gives you so much of an outlet. It's something that we didn't do enough of for me against Bournemouth, and that's the ball out from the back. We tried to play too much football in front of our goal, and Bournemouth just wasn't allowing you to do that. And today, because they've set up in the same shape, it looks like it's a case of whenever you get the press, just get the ball out. Don't mess about with it.
Totally agree. I think we're at our best when you mix it up like that, and I've said a million times, there's maybe a snobbery in football these days not to do that.
Oh, well taken.
Look at that, Alexander Isak.
Go on,
Alexander. Bruno.
Oh, what are you doing,
Bruno. Why would you go back
there, son? Just open your body up and shoot, lad.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just pass the ball as if you ever go.
Yeah.
Take some responsibility. You're captain, for God's sake.
Well, he definitely should have shot there wide open. Could have been 4-1.
Do you know what I mean? It's already worked there, like you say. You're kind of in.
Well,
you don't need to work.
It's almost like the play already is written, man. Just follow the trace steps. The play is written. But anyway, Southampton, I don't think they're going to have enough to even score once again, man. But
well,
we shall see.
It depends on where the shot goes missing.
Well, that too.
Any set pieces, I'm always a little bit reluctant to say we won't concede.
Yeah. Well, Harwood Bell is now on the left side, number 6 for the Saints, and you got Onuaku there. Well done. Well done. I said, damn it, I said 3-0, but it's.
Lovely football. This is
There
going to be 4 or 5, lads. This is.
Hey, that's got to be.
Referee.
What was that?
What's going on here?
He pulled him down.
It looked like he got his arm there, didn't it?
I'll have a look.
Well, they're going to have to take a look at that one.
Yeah, Hall signed it. Come on, ref.
Terrier, Geordie lad. Look at that. That's. Well,
the second one wasn't. But that
well, that's the one that counts. The second one for penalty. And actually, if you think about it, the foul started outside of the penalty box. Yeah, and they might not even call it because just the way.
It's probably not enough for them.
Yeah.
It wasn't a real tug on the shirt, was it?
Yeah.
It was enough to, it was enough. I mean, did Hall make a little bit more of it than he needed to?
He felt too easy, yeah.
We are another training ground.
And by the way, exactly, Beer. Oh, be careful. And Gordon with the shot there. I don't think it was any danger, to be honest. Livramento, well done there, Livramento.
Great.
And now looking for Murphy. Murphy with his left foot. At the post. My goodness, and Murphy. Everything. Murphy needs to go buy a lottery ticket, man, because everything is going for him. That is a crazy shot with his left foot. And by the way, well done, Beer Viking, because this is exactly what the Mighty Win will do, because he's dodgy. Longstaff will come on, and he will update his spreadsheet as to Longstaff. To add it as one of the games that Longstaff has won for Newcastle.
No, only when he starts.
No. You see, that's the way he does it, man. He's a dodgy one. Anyways, ball given back, though, to Newcastle. Joe Linton. Bruno now stripped away quick. Rather surprising there, but Newcastle back with the ball. Livramento, Fabian Schär. And 56 minutes underway, and it just looks like it's written already.
Bournemouth 2 up against Forest.
Well done.
Kluivert and Watro, whatever his name is.
Bournemouth continue their unbeaten run.
Iriola's sub-manager, like.
He is, absolutely.
And you know, that's got to be historic for Bournemouth.
But like I said, you know, these are the points that we need, and Everton are still 1-0 up against Brighton. So these are the teams that in and around us that could cause us a bit of a problem going forward. But the more opposition... that's a great ball.
Great ball there for Murphy. Bad control, though.
And I think, you know, these like last week, a lot of the results went for us, but unfortunately we didn't do ourselves any favours.
No.
There's so many good teams, like we said earlier, in the Premier League these days. Every team in the top half is a hard game. There's so many teams competing for that sort of top 7.
Yeah, this next one's
for example, that's going to be a hard one.
That was a great shot from Murphy.
I tell you what, that was going to be in, man.
Yeah. A little bit more shape on that ball. That was a goal. Oof. Yeah, he's enjoying his game today, Murphy.
Enjoying it. There we go. Looks like, this will be a good time to bring in Miley, though.
Well, like I say, J7's not done himself any favours whatsoever in this game. He's held onto the ball far too much. He was lucky not to get another yellow card. I think on 60 minutes you have got to start thinking about it.
Yeah, because this is a good game for Miley, because we're dominating it. If you're playing away at Arsenal or someone, yes, Joe Linton's a perfect man where he's combative and he can get his body in the way where it's going to be a tight game. But in games like this, I would like to see Miley on the pitch, showing what he can do on the ball going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Random Access, gifted a membership once again, and it has gone to Jerome Pride. So, Jerome, welcome to the membership club.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, mate.
Great ball.
Great ball there for Livramento. Livramento's going to look for an option there. Bruno Guimaraes and Gordon is saving it. Maybe. Not sure. That could have been out.
Oof.
I think that's Fabian Schär at the back stick.
Oh,
yeah, it was. That's what I said. I don't know how he gets the furthest forward at times. Bournemouth have just gone 3 up. Kluivert again.
Oh, no, two down because Bournemouth game disallowed. What? Because maybe a goal disallowed there? I don't know. Oh,
yeah. Well, it's just come up on the screen saying Bournemouth have gone 3 up.
There we go.
With Justin Kluivert.
2-1, 60 minutes.
I mean, it's funny, isn't it? Because we were saying before, if who was it that got injured for Bournemouth? And we were laughing, saying that he's not going to be playing. What was his name? Can you remember?
Who we're talking about?
For Bournemouth, you know, we at the start of Ivan Nielsen. That's it. Yeah.
That's true.
He wouldn't have even played Kluivert if he'd have not been injured. Crazy, isn't it? And the lad's on fire at the minute.
Fabian Schär back to Dubravka. Dubs has been really solid once again in the back, once challenged. The first goal, nothing to do with that one.
Spoiler alert, as it stands, Gary increases his lead at the top of the table.
Where am I on? Because I said 3 goals for Newcastle, so.
Yeah, you're third at the minute.
Third?
Joint second.
Come on, man. Who's
There's a long way to go yet. I'm not even thinking about it.
Who's with me?
RG Fox.
Yeah, RG's come up massively, man.
Come up massive, man. He joined late too.
He can't get any more because he went 2-0.
He joined late. He joined late.
He did join late. That just shows.
That just shows, man.
He's had a few fives.
All right.
You've got to get it. Come on, I want an extra goal now.
you said 4-1.
Listen, I'm not selfish. I'll have 5. Honestly,
I said 2-0. I said 1-0.
Shout out to Frogman 86 for joining us here, man. Appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the like button, please help us out. There we go. Actually, a good result for the Bournemouth game would have been a draw, but a draw.
Terrible.
Shocking. That's like us.
Yeah.
By the way,
no, we wanted a Bournemouth win.
Bournemouth is just up there with us, man.
Yeah, but they're behind us. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they're catching up if they win. So, like a draw would have been great. Just 1 point.
They're a point behind as it stands, but we are now within 3 points of Forest.
Oh, the lads
look
at that. The Geordies.
They're like triplets there. Do you see them?
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. Up to 4th, boys.
Who have Chelsea got?
The way it is. Chelsea got Man City, haven't they?
There you go. That's the table right there in front of us. So Chelsea's 40 points. Above Chelsea now, 4th.
Man City just below Bournemouth. And they've got Chelsea to play. That's the way to do it.
Yep, no messing. Where's the King of Qatar been? I haven't seen him for ages.
Me neither, man.
He's poorly bad.
Oh, is he?
Poorly bad in bed with a shawl on, man flu.
Oh, blood.
Oh, is that right?
I hope you get better then, buddy, if you're listening.
Oh, be careful there. What a shot, what a block there by Mutton Dubravka. Well done. And now Gordon with a quick pass. Oh, if that would have gotten through.
Yeah, I tell you something now, though. That's the tactic today, isn't it? That's what I said. No messing about on the back line. Get it to Isak as quick as we can. Go on, close the space.
Don't let them get back in here.
Yeah, that's the ball. Come on.
Nice. No, come on, J7. Redeem yourself.
To run into.
Got men forward, yeah.
There we go. Be careful. Gordon. With the pass back to... Oh, Joe Linton.
Come on.
Oh, Joe Linton. Oh, man.
Lucky.
That is just unlucky. Like,
off the back of his heel.
I think J7 thinks I'm going to share my winnings with him, but by doing that.
But I thought... Could he have given it to Murphy? I mean...
Oh, he could. But, I mean, to be fair, he was more central, wasn't he, than Murphy? So I don't blame him for having a swing at that one.
Well, earlier on, he had one nice on target.
Yeah. I mean, that defender just hadn't got a clue where he was.
Defender knew nothing about it at all.
We've had a couple of them this season, haven't we, where the defender's just got a heel or something on it, knew nothing about it, and he stopped a goal. Who was the last one we had that against? It was this season, wasn't it? Can you remember? Was it?
Sure.
Well, good shout out to Chris Hellens, who says we are the best NUFC channel. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. And he also said we're legends. So there you go. Appreciate it.
Very nice of you.
We're a legend in our own opinion.
I'm more of a leg end rather than legend.
Press. Well done.
Oh, it's a foul there.
So he's done well today, I think, the Hall. Redeemed himself from the Bournemouth game.
Quality player, isn't he?
Yes,
overall, he's one hell of a talent.
Well, there was a comment earlier on about Rodri. missing Rodri for City has been detrimental. Well, that's the same impact that Tonali has on the team.
I agree.
And if he's missing, I mean, we're gonna have trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is why Miley gets minutes.
You can replace. Exactly. You're right, Tim. I think Miley's probably our closest player now to Tonali. Plays simple, doesn't take risks. Well done.
That's 3-0 for Bournemouth. Both put them just a goal behind us on goal difference. And we have scored one more, but very tight.
It's going to be so close, like.
There's a few teams this season. I mean, well, that's what I said. To me, this is probably, if you were to be a neutral watching the Premier League, it's probably the most interesting Premier League there's been, well, since I can remember.
In a while, yeah, that's right.
Tonali's movement then up that wing was stunning.
Yeah.
And if anybody watching, if you want to sync with us, we are on 67.15 now.
Seconds cut out, well done. That's
Go on,
son. What a ball that is. Go on.
No,
I never know whether that's Anthony Gordon or Lewis Hall.
Oh, Murphy with a cross there, and
whoa, referee, how are?
What happened there?
I thought it went out.
Nah.
Yeah, Tino bombing on there. Maybe could have slipped him in. But
I think the ball to the back stick was probably the right ball. He just didn't actually execute it very well because it was too narrow, wasn't it? Just needed another yard in front of him. But it's easier from here, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well done again. Just play the way you face. And that's what I love sometimes. You know, football can be played so easy. Doesn't matter who you play against.
Yep. Shout out
to the dummy there.
Shout out to Charlotte there. It says
that's what happens.
This is the best supported NUFC channel I have ever watched in my entire life. Keep it up, guys. Never let the negative comments get in your way. No. Everybody has an opinion, so we allow it, obviously.
Might not always agree with it, but everybody has an opinion, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? As long as you're not nasty towards anybody else with an opinion that you don't agree with.
Exactly.
It's just all about having that point of view.
Tina, by the way, the team looks a bit knackered, man. We gotta make a few changes, I would assume. Eddie's.
I think he might not want to give the impression that it's done and dusted. I'm making changes, refreshing the resting players, giving that message. But if it was 4-1, he'd probably be more inclined.
Oh, great!
Going by himself. No.
Just again, just goes too wide, doesn't it? On that first skid of when it hits the surface and just takes it away. But that's two balls like that. One for Gordon and one for
Gordon
Tino.
And one for Tino. I thought Tino was slow off his mark there.
Well, it's crazy that, because when you think of what Tim was just saying about Tino looks knackered and then he throws him a ball like that to run after. I'm sure Tino really appreciated that. And he's probably on the Christmas card list.
No way. No matter with that, mate.
Fab's got a bit of a smack in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, we'll go with it. Here's the dark arts. That'll do for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
He told me basically nothing went anywhere near him.
There was definitely elbow in the face there, buddy.
Yeah.
It was accidental, like.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Time out.
Yeah, I'm not sure there was much in it, to be fair, but still 0-0 with Arsenal and Wolves.
A good day at the office and not a rescue dog in sight.
I've had too many rescue dogs.
Is that at the Emirates?
It's at Wolves, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's at the Molineux. I might be wrong. I've just been. I haven't been concentrating, buddy, on the other games.
4 points behind Arsenal now.
Yes. The triple's on, boys and girls.
Yeah, the trebles are... Oh, again, man.
But he does that sometimes, doesn't he, Bruno? Trying to protect the ball, win a free kick. And
yeah. It goes down too easy sometimes for me.
Aye.
Starting to annoy me, I've got to say.
As long as he does it away from our goal area, which is what he...
Yeah, but he wasn't. That's exactly where he was.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't mind him going down on the halfway line, but when he goes down on 20-yard line, it's a bit different.
That was well done by J7.
Oh, it's a bit of a high foot there.
I think Gordon gave that one himself.
I think Gordon's asked for that one, if I'm honest.
I don't think the ref was going to give anything there.
No, neither do I. I don't even think there was much contact at all there, you know.
No.
I think Gordon's he's fouled everybody there.
He's bought that one, right? No.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's what I said. It's nice to see the dark arts coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, just didn't get enough of it. Again, nice triangles between these three.
Oh, he was expecting Murphy to be there.
Murphy to be there, yeah, exactly.
Oh, they just signed this Wellington guy.
Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking.
He's thinking, I'm knackered.
What have I come to here?
We are knackered.
What's it like in the championship?
We are knackered.
Oh man. Yeah, that's why you learn not to say things, man, because you know I got it on record.
We got VAR.
We got VAR here, man. Oh boy, 3-1. Well, that's a good. We shall bring Tim back then. That's a good debut.
I want to.
Yeah, as I got labelled with the negative one last week when we went to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Not bringing you again.
No more hospitality at my house.
Oh, I thought you liked your toes sucked.
Mr. Jinx. That was a clever little ball.
It was.
Oh, be careful.
What a tackle.
Man, just in time. Dan Burn.
The man.
Burn, Tim, burn.
Leave it.
Dan Burn, Dan Burn, Dan Burn, Burn, Dan Burn.
What the hell is he trying to do there?
Burn, Burn. Come on, look for the ball now. That'll do. Go, 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 go. Jockey, jockey, jockey.
Jockey, play on. Yeah, I think this is the perfect time for changes, though, man. I
agree. I would make them.
The Cher and Burn have swapped sides again.
Yeah, come on. We got to see some Eddie that's proactive. Because now we got to start thinking of getting players ready. You know, even you can probably get, Shar out, Botman in, give him some minutes in the legs, Miley.
Someone's coming on there.
Well done.
Or 2 players are coming on there. And I do see Lewis Miley. I see Lewis Miley because he's 7 feet tall. So Lewis Miley's coming on, and there's another player, maybe Joe Willock.
Well, this is what we were saying with Eddie. He's changed that mentality of the 60-minute mark, and I must make changes. You know, we're now up into the 75th minute, 76 minutes, and he's starting to think about making changes now. He doesn't try and want to change an unsettled side if he doesn't need to. He's got to be careful of these balls if they get whipped in early, because we do seem very stand-up at times. Yeah.
Corner kick now. Changes to come in.
It's a corner.
Newcastle will make some changes here. It looks like Dan Burn is tying his
Never make
boots.
a change when you're defending a set piece.
Oh, that's just that play right there.
What a great
just in time, that tackle by Dan Burn.
Yeah, he got through shot quite easily.
Right there. Had to put his leg on the line.
This is the thing. I don't think you can drop Burn, really.
No, I wouldn't take Burn. I would take Shaw out.
Yeah.
For Botman. But I don't think Botman's coming on. I saw Miley. Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be Botman as well. They're both giants. But body language looked like Lewis Miley. So we shall see. Tonali there. A quick hoof.
We'll follow it up now.
Walker Peters there trying to start something for Southampton. Joe Linton there trying to get it out the way. Lewis Hall now on the left side. Oh, Gordon on the left side. Anthony Gordon, 1-on-1 there.
Just, you know,
he's gone out a little bit.
He's got the ball up the pitch. That's the thing.
Yeah. I think he's struggling, to be fair, though.
Yeah, Gordon hasn't been.
Not really been electric this second half, has he?
No,
I don't even think it was like that in the first half.
But it's like you see.
Low.
Come on, boys, you can't let it bounce.
Burn.
Oh, man!
Sloppy ball.
That was Burn, by the way. So
that was Anthony Gordon.
No, that was Gordon.
Well done, Burn.
I thought it was Burn, yeah. Gordon, back to Burn.
Tries to do it again.
Oh, and he gives it again.
That was Burn. That was Burn.
That was Burn, man.
I knew it was. They're all at it, man.
But we have come out with a ball, which is the lucky side.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. And now we look like we're going to be killing time. Murphy, I thought Murphy was lining up for the changes.
Yeah, I thought Murphy was just going to run that out then.
Oh, that's got to be a foul there. There's going to be some changes,
Bruno,
of course.
That's Bruno, yeah. And the halfway line, I like that one.
Some changes in. Come on, man. Lewis Miley and Joe Willock, as said earlier on.
Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes coming off.
Who gets that? Dan Burn, do you reckon? Gets the captain's band.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Joe Willock will come. What?
No. Yeah, he's actually.
Wait a minute, man. I just don't understand this.
No, normally.
Why is Joe Linton still on the pitch? Bruno doesn't seem too happy, by the way, about this. In this particular moment. And Isak coming out for Willock. So Gordon going to be in the middle.
I think what he's doing here is taking Isak off.
On a certain.
If I was Isak, I'm not going to be happy. I'm on a hat trick. But he's saying to Bruno, it's just purely for rotation. It's not because.
Yeah, but what rotation? I mean, Joe Willock is not going to be a 9, so.
I think he is.
Gordon might go to the middle.
I think he'll go out on the left-hand side and Gordon will go through the middle. Because Gordon looked like he's blowing out of his backside, to be fair. So just throw him up on the top for a little bit. And then he may bring Asula on. And another if he gets the second one.
We've seen that, and I always disagree with the changes. Because, I mean, if you want to give Osula time, just put him in right now, man. Stop wasting time. Because I tell you what's going to happen. Exactly what you said. Osula's going to come on, and Gordon's going to come off, and they're going to go back to their original places. I mean, makes no sense. And I think Joe Linton deserves to come off.
He's put Gordon up front, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is that right?
More than likely. Yeah.
Willock out on the left-hand side, and Gordon through the middle now.
Why not put Asura on? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Willock.
Good.
Gordon. See, this is the thing, because some people, some would say that Eddie's thinking, well, let me put Gordon in the middle so he can score. He's having a stinker, man. He's not going to score.
We Gordon FC. Do you know what I mean? Or Newcastle United FC.
Well, there you go. I agree with that.
Aye. It does seem that Gordon kind of he's been allowed to play this season through many bad patches.
Yeah, exactly.
And allow that leeway to get into his stride, and in this, like for example, this game, he's not having a great game, but he's not took off. He's put up front, like you said, to get a goal. I don't get it. Like I think there's other players who seem to be judged more harshly, And Barnes, for example, I don't want to bring back that whole argument, but if he was given the same patience that Gordon's been given this season, I can bet you, in my opinion, Barnes would be doing business if he was fit, obviously. I just think Gordon needs to do a bit more.
Maybe he needs a little bit of tough love and not be catered so much.
I do agree with that. And obviously with Asula, like, what's he thinking? I don't doubt Howe's managing him well, one-on-one. I've got no doubt about that. But if you hear me thinking, look, we're playing bottom of the league, Southampton. I want to get me first Premier League goal. 3-1 up. Exactly.
Well, Kenny says the changes are because we're defending 3-1, not chasing the game. Doesn't matter. How are we defending the game with Gordon as a center forward?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
The first line of defense.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, Osula will have the energy to run around like crazy trying to press for the ball. So
Gordon.
But he's not great up front, is he? I don't think he's great.
He's not done anything this season when he's gone up top.
Aye. And it's not as if Osula's like 18 years old, 17 years old. He's 21, isn't he?
Oh, he's ready to come on, man, to get some minutes.
Yeah. I mean, we're winning the game. I don't want to sound negative, but
yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not negative.
4-0 Liverpool.
We now 1-0 to Arsenal. Now. Yeah. And Wolves are down to 10 men, I believe, as well. But it's like we said before. I could never understand when you've got a natural striker on the bench. I'm saying natural striker. I mean, that's obviously why we bought him, because he's got something about him up front. And then we've watched Gordon all season play this 10 role, and he's just not. 9 role now. But to me, he does all the running, but he doesn't seem strong enough to be able to cope with the centre halves of the opposition. It's different in the under-21s, and he can do it in the under-21s for England because he's playing against a similar age group. But when he goes up against the Premier League centre halves, he looks half the player.
I agree. And you talk about
Wolves
Gordon.
and Arsenal have both had a man sent off.
Yeah. Joe Gomez for Wolves has gone.
Right. But I don't think Gordon's as versatile as he's made out. He can play anywhere across the front three. Well, clearly he hasn't been able to this season. Barring a few games in the right way, he did well, but then was quickly switched away from there. Do you know what I mean?
What the hell?
Oh, be careful! And now there we go.
What the hell was that?
That was like the how can I put it? The knife through butter time again here.
Well,
that was just so simple.
It was just a stupid decision.
Nobody marking him though, Win. There was nobody anywhere near him.
No, I'm on about letting the ball go.
It's just a simple ball.
I'm on about him letting the ball go.
No, that's a Dan Burn fault, man. Come on. That's Dan Burn and Shar, both.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Shar just lets it go. So Shar should have gone for the ball.
But let me ask you, okay, you're right. Fabian Schär made a mistake. But he's a numpty one here. But why isn't Dan Burn? He already made the cuck up. Why can't you run and tackle?
To head the ball.
Okay, he didn't, but he made the mistake. So now he can run and tackle him. He just watched him score.
Could be offside.
Oh, he is offside.
He's offside. Fuck me, man.
That's shocking. But that was shocking.
It's still shocking. That's still
because
shocking.
he ducked out of that one.
He ducked out
rather
than
deliberately. And that puts your back line because you're expecting him to header to stand off because you're expecting the ball to go back. And that's what Shard does all of the time.
Yeah, but that's way too high to be doing that. I mean, what's the point? The goalkeeper can't get that.
No, I agree with you, Chris, but anticipation of the mindset is when you're expecting the centre-half to head the ball, your mind is to keep moving forward to press to the halfway line because you want to get that second ball back. When he misses that, everybody's mindset isn't to turn back round to face your own goal, it's to keep pressing. So he's always going to run on as a centre-forward
Yeah, he's offside, man.
I don't know who's.
There's miles offside.
He's miles offside. I mean, Christ. If he can't see that, then nobody can.
They're looking at Murphy's back leg out of picture.
Nah.
I could actually be on with Murphy there.
Well,
We'll have to draw the line.
It could be just offside, onside there, you know.
offside,
He's off.
man.
He's off. Because Murphy's leg is tight, but yeah, he could be. He's got to be off.
Why does he just let that go over his head?
I don't know, mate. Look at that. He ducks completely out of that.
Because he thinks I think he's
well, I don't know
knackered,
what he thinks,
man.
but he's the fucking knacker.
Yeah, he is. Right here, though. That's also right. Listen,
Different try and blame Dan Burn.
I'm not blaming Dan Burn for the mess for the screw up, but as a defender, you cannot trust your teammates. Never. Center backs can never trust the other center back. He made the mistake. He should go and run towards them and tackle.
Offside.
Offside.
But I mean,
I know you mean, but like Gary says, he's pushing up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's anticipating moving forward. And
Shaw is an absolute numpty for that, man.
That is crazy from Shaw, and that's what I said. He does that more often than not. I think what Shaw was trying to do there was head it back towards
No, he didn't know that the player was behind him. He just let
it go. But why would he let it go? Because he thinks either
he's behind him.
Yeah, but like that's way too far for him to. I don't listen. There's no explanation.
He doesn't know that the Southampton player is there.
He's being too casual. There's a fine line between being confident and showing good ability and being casual, and he treads that line. And sometimes like that, and other times he's too casual to the point where he gives away massive chances. Brilliant force.
No, it's Miggy's coming on.
Miggy's coming on, and fuck me, I thought I had watched his last game.
Miggy's playing the number 9 role.
And I thought I had watched his last game, man. Now my historical.
I'd love him to get a goal.
My historical achievements, I guess, have been thrown off because I cannot say that I watched Miggy's last game in person. But anyways.
Bournemouth are 4 up now against.
By the way, Brent, that would be Newcastle United luck. What if Miggy gets hurt? What is the point in the 88th minute, man?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, isn't it?
To me, it's about when you won a game, the manager should obviously not give up on the game, but at least give players that you want to get better time on the pitch. And Osula is the second. There's no choice. So why not give him time in the game? I think that's one minor thing that we can point out. And Lewis Miley came on, of course. So
I don't know.
Joe Lind is still on the pitch. I don't know why.
He obviously still wants that battling element in the middle of the park, doesn't he? But like I say, he's not done a great deal for me at all. Well done, Willock.
Well done there.
Ball.
Nicely.
No,
just give it back to him, man. Stop wasting time.
Where you going, Miggy? Where you going, Miggy?
It's the other way, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the arrows at, man? That's the away end. So we got the arrows. The arrows this way. Run this way. No, hell no, man.
Well done, Lewis. Well
done, Lewis. Hit it.
Go.
Lewis Miley with the shot there. Lewis Hall, sorry.
Somebody hit it. Tino, what are you letting it go wide, man?
Come on, go line. Come on, go line.
Oh,
Willock.
Willock.
Trying a little exhibition move there.
He gave it away fancy. All right.
I think.
Give it a ball away there now. Be careful with Onuaku.
Well done, Shaw there.
Shaw, Miggy on the run.
Miggy. Go on,
One
Miggy.
more time. One more time, Miggy.
Son.
One more time, Miggy. Miggy! Oh! He had it there. One more time, Miggy, man. Oh, no. He had it. I tell you what, that's some good dribbling right there, man.
Yeah, he did well.
I was like, come on, Miggy. Oh, nutmeg and a half.
Megs? Yeah. He dropped that shoulder. Hold on, did he use his right foot there?
Yeah, he did.
Woohoo!
He should have been doing that the whole time, man.
Look at that, man. And it was on target.
You would have been a tune legend.
Well done, Miggy. It's funny how he can use his bloody right foot when he's in front of goal.
Well, just send that little clip to Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. A corner kick now for Mr. Lewis Hall in the tune. Everybody's got a man into the box, and MacArthur to Livramento.
How's he missed that?
Would have been offside.
Fabian Sher, that wasn't it? Yeah. And Byrne.
I think it come off his head last, but was Dan Byrne offside?
Livramento there with the shot.
No, Dan Byrne was onside, mate. It was just glanced.
Here
he comes.
Come on, here we go. See, now this is a wasting time sub. I agree with that. Jacob Murphy coming off for Mr. Longstaff.
Longstaff. Sunderland 2, Plymouth 2.
Idiot.
Here comes the stat. Yeah, exactly. Write it down, Win. Write it down. Write it down, Win. Oh, man.
No, it's
Yeah, right.
I'm sure playing 3 minutes don't count.
Here comes the stat, man.
It's only when he starts.
Go on, Tonali.
5-0 Bournemouth.
By the way, don't forget that after the watch along, we'll have the instant reaction. We'll throw the link out there. Tonali now carrying the ball.
Go on.
Give it to him. Miguel Almiron now with the ball. Miggy, Tonali. Oh! So Tonali was good intentions there for Longstaff.
Longstaff
But
offside. He was offside a mile.
Longstaff didn't read the play, man. He didn't. Imagine Tonali's mind, and then Longstaff. It's.
Yeah. You might as well just pass it back to the keeper.
Exactly. Don't forget that we'll be doing the full-time instant reaction after this match, so stay in the channel. You should be redirected once we finish this one, but if not, just hit the homepage on the channel. We'll be live. Refresh. We'll be there. And we'll throw the link out there. I think Brent in the chat, he's coming on. I asked Peter to come on as well. And Tim, you can come on if you want, but obviously you've been with us for 2 hours, so it's up to you, mate. And we'll have a good instant reaction on all things Newcastle, and on this incredible win away at St. Mary's.
Clear your line, son. Go on, Lewis.
Lewis Hall, they're well done. They're fighting for the ball.
Go on, Hall. Close that space down, son. Willock up top now.
Aye. The thing is with Asula is, I know Eddie Howe would say, well, I see him in training, and he sees little details that we don't see. So I get that. But what we see when he comes on the pitch doesn't marry a player.
Exactly.
So I'll have it's over. Like when he comes on the pitch, to me, he seems to do well a lot of the time. And it's not as if he's a player coming on who's totally out of his depth.
That's right.
So I just... he's not ready.
Just for hindsight now, we all saw his goal when he came on the right-hand side and he tucked in and scored with his left foot, yeah? Now, for me, why not just throw him for 10 minutes, even if you don't want to put him up top?
I would do
throw him out on the right-hand side, to give him some minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he does run, and he's got that intent to get forward. And like I say, he can use his left foot anyway.
Yeah.
Dubravka. And the referee is looking at his watch, grabbing his whistle. Not really. He's still running like a numpty, though. 95 minutes.
That one.
Willock with the shot on target. Could have been dangerous.
Yeah. Need a little bit more curl on that ball at the far post.
It's 3 points anyway. That's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United winning their game. It's full time. Well done, lads. All thanks to Isak Tonali, the ones that made it happen for the tune away. So unbelievable win. Well, not really unbelievable. We did what we had to do, which is great. So we're really happy. Quick assessment. It's a good win. Right now we're fourth.
Job done.
Right, still fourth now. Champions League.
Yeah, we're still fourth.
Still
exactly.
Point ahead
couple
of
of points
Bournemouth,
now.
but they've now got a better goal difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
They've just stuck 5 past Forest.
Yeah.
So it's brought
And
Forest down to earth.
Forest's goal difference has took a proper hit. Their goal difference is just 6 now. And it just shows you this Bournemouth side, by the way. What a run they're on.
Yeah, it must be historical. I mean, for them to win this many games.
Is that 11 or 12 now unbeaten?
Certainly in the Premiership.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
I know they've drawn a few, but they haven't been beaten. I think in 11 games or something now.
Yeah. James Cuff. And by the way, there's no Mo Salah chant. No Mo Salah chant. Anyways.
Right. Brighton beat them 2-1 in the South Coast Derby, and Brentford beat them 3-2 the game before. That was on the 23rd of November. Since then, 1-4-2, 1-1-0, 1-2-1, drew 1-1, drew 0-0, won 3-0, drew 2-2, won 1-0. Drew how many is that? If you include the cup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
oh man,
7,
give up, man. This is
9, 10, 11,
talk to
12, 13.
Leave that for Southampton to talk to you, man.
13 unbeaten.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That has to be historic for
13, two of which were in the cup. Oh no, sorry, only one of which was in the cup.
Yeah.
That's going to be a game, isn't it, Brant? That one. Bournemouth have Liverpool next.
Yeah.
That one's going to be a classic.
All right, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, again, these are the games where you want a draw. You know what I mean? Because if we can get Fulham then and get a goal, the points against Fulham, it just drags everybody involved. I know.
Yes,
I'm just
you're saying that, but I want to see Liverpool dropping points.
He's dropping points now, mate. 1-1.
Liverpool aren't going anywhere, are they? So Liverpool be better. Bournemouth lost.
Oh well, that's what I said to you before, Tim. For me, a draw, you get nothing. This is what I said. If you look at the amount of games that we've drew, you win 2 games out of those 5, and you've got more points than we have now. So draws actually over the course of the season are a detriment to your final position.
Yeah, but
that's why I said I'd rather go out there and win.
If you're looking at places where Liverpool can drop points, you want them to drop points. All 3.
Well, we got to go to the match reaction, ladies and gents. So thank you for everything. Thank you to the super chatters, to the people that give memberships away. Thank you for hitting the like button. Very important. If you haven't, do that. Join us right now on the instant match reaction. We're about to go live. Tim, thank you for coming, man. Appreciate it. Hamilton.
Cheers.
Cheers, Hamilton in the chat. Also, Gary and Mighty Wayne. We'll see you in a minute.
See you later. How are you, the lads?
Lassies and bands.